Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Yeehaw Lads podcast, episode number 50. Fellas, I got a joke for you. You ready?
Oh, yeah?
Why can't a leopard hide?
I don't know why.
Because it's always spotted.
Jesus fuck. I thought you were going to say because it has no arms or legs.
What the fuck? Have you ever met a leopard before?
Oh, I didn't know if you said leopard or leper.
Jesus God. In what context would I start with a leper?
I don't know.
Jesus.
Can we please move on to better jokes and memes?
Yeah.
Speaking of that terrible joke, we're going to move on to something that hopefully doesn't suck. Good Lord.
Oh.
Sorry, fellas. I'm going to try to... I have a little carton of cheesy jokes I got for Christmas like 3 years ago. I think I'm going to start...
You're gonna start
Every
using
year,
them.
start it with the first
They're
one.
all fucking terrible, so it'll be perfect. Because
That's
you guys
fantastic.
will face palm every episode.
Love that.
Speaking of face palm, you guys can face palm with some shit tier memes that we got here.
This is the one I just sent.
Andy's like, you can play this before the show. I'm like, well, we don't have a
It's
ton.
not great, but it is funny.
It's a minute long, but
I think I've seen this one.
well, you're going to see it again. Here we
Let
go.
her rip.
Two types of people in this world. Extroverts, or as we call them, outwards, and introverts, or as we call them,
Inward. Become bigger inward. We have started teaching a meditative yoga class.
If you come on down to the rec center, we'll give you an inward pass for the day. We have a huge community of introverts here. What's up, my inwards?
What's up, my fellow inward?
Inwards for life.
I ride for my inwards. And I will die for my inwards.
We're inwards with attitude.
I think a lot of celebrities really want to be inwards.
Sure, the Kardashians. They love the inward culture.
But they're just too much extroverts.
They're outwards for sure.
Recently, I was mowing my lawn when I plowed a beehole.
What's that now?
Oh, I eviscerated a beehole.
Like a yellow jacket nest.
Well, I saw my dog licking around the beehole, and I knew there was trouble.
Your dog has a real nose for beehole. I know that from personal experience.
If you ever
Right.
encounter a beehole, take a pole and plug the beehole. And if that doesn't work, get off in the beehole. Have you ever gotten off in a beehole?
One time, I didn't really care for it. It was kind of messy.
Remember the time you tried to stick your thumb in a beehole?
In order to backfill our positions in the neighborhood association, we've started recruiting deputies of the new generation, or as we call it, dongs.
Well, if you have a child that wants to be a dong, let us know. We're craving dongs right now. Right now, we are thirsting for...
Holy
I really hope that their profile is as good as that. I want to go back
so
and look.
good. Wow.
There-
Fucking funny.
Have you seen the one about
Right off in the hole.
their buddy named Reed, and he makes tarts, and he calls them Reed's tarts?
Restarts.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I love me a good old Reed tart in the morning.
Hey,
Oh,
what's
no.
that sign over there?
Oh,
What?
here, hold on.
The
I'll
sign.
grab it.
Oh, I'm like, what's... I'm like, I don't...
I didn't even realize it till
So
right now.
I've been cleaning up my office and other things, and I've collected some metal signs because we've redone them with plastic
Metal.
ones, and the FCC requires new ones. So there's this great high radiation sign that I had at work.
We're gonna self-tap into the wall here soon.
No,
Yeah.
we'll put it somewhere, but
No, we're going to self-tap.
it's
the wall.
Right above you.
Sure.
Well, it's like we're gonna mount it like on the door, but the mic blocks it if it's too low.
Oh,
if it's
true.
too high, it looks like the light blocks it, and fucking.
We
Yeah.
should each have a sign.
It's a nice.
Oh, I hope that came through good.
Me too. It's the typical like
Joanne,
Metal sign.
Joanne will tell
Yeah.
us if it came through.
sheet of metal. Fucking.
Womp, 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 womp.
I also hope it doesn't. It didn't go through. Now we're all
Probably.
sound like idiots.
Like, what the fuck?
What are these
Oh,
dudes
fuck.
talking about? Okay, Marcus, this is your
So,
picture.
long story short,
Oh.
this is a pistoled 50 BMG.
Yes, I have. I think I've
Um,
seen it before.
I'll call this the wrist wrecker because you're not gonna have one after this.
You mean this little A2 fucking M16 grip?
Yeah,
isn't
you
gonna be
know,
strong enough?
you're gonna bang, and your wrist is just gonna go
No.
back flying.
It is technically a 16.5-inch rifle. You could
Yeah.
put a little. It's a CQB 50 BMG for close quarters combat. When you
Close quarters, you're gonna turn your enemy into a pink mist.
You'll kill the enemy 3 walls over.
See, 50 BMG is technically anti-material.
Oh yeah.
You're just shooting the material they're wearing.
Yeah.
You're aiming for their backpack.
There's no specification on what material. It could be
Exactly.
people material, drywall material. I don't know.
2x4s, refrigerators,
armored vehicle
armored
material.
vehicles.
Pretty much any material.
engine blocks.
Like, hey, what material is it made out of? I don't know this. Like, well, it's anti that shit.
Yeah, it's anti anything you can think of right now.
But so we had Culver's night for the dog team,
Oh
and
yeah, I drove past. That was Wednesday.
yes,
Yeah.
this Wednesday, this past Wednesday.
I blew the. I don't know if you guys saw me or not.
No.
I blew the fuck out of a red light. I was like starting to go, and I'm like, oh, that's orange, and I'm like, okay,
Fuck it, I'm already going.
Like, floor it. like shift, then goes. I'm like,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
red as fuck. Because I
But,
saw the Explorer sitting there all like cop card up, and I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, oh no, I know those guys.
Oh wait.
I'm like, hey, I know those guys.
But we had a guy from, I guess, Missouri who came up and literally talked with us for like an hour and a half.
So you need one of these 50 BMG pistols to
And
distance yourself?
If I don't know. He kept like showing me pictures of like his house and the dogs and all that on his phone and everything. I was like, oh, that's great. That's awesome.
You got that dog?
And then he showed me this and he was like, oh, do you like that? And I was like, I mean, it's a fucking wrist breaker. I
yes.
think it's kind of dumb.
You're like, yes, but we can't own it here anyway.
Yeah. And then, that spiraled into the Illinois conversation.
Into
It was a long conversation with this guy, and I'm very happy he stopped by, but also very glad he
There's
didn't
probably a
stay
lot
for any
of.
longer.
There's not many cool people who want to talk about guns at Culver's on a random Wednesday. So
No.
You'd probably be surprised, I'll be
Well,
honest.
I'll say
If-
Culver out of any fast food place. Yeah,
it's
Culver's
it's
might
Culver's.
be.
Yeah. No
Yeah.
shit.
Only Haas's. Haas
Only
certified restaurant.
Haas.
It's like if Culver started serving breakfast, they'd be the most popular restaurant ever. Fact.
Oof. Yeah. That,
Fuck,
yeah,
I'd go to
I could get
Culver's
that.
for breakfast.
I could go get some fucking diabetes.
You imagine you rolling, it's like a fucking breakfast bowl, but it's got cheese curds in it.
Ooh.
Like, I'm in. Culver's.
Culver's, you're missing out.
It's got like a pork tenderloin cut into strips and cheese curds and fucking mashed potatoes. I'm like, I'll eat that right fucking now. Are you kidding me?
You know what they did just bring back, though? The lemonade ice things.
Lemonade ice things?
Yeah,
You're
they're
going to
like-
need to elaborate.
They're okay, so they have two
Well, I guess
different
it's
kinds.
Probably lemonade and ice.
You
huh?
have like a lemon freezy, so you can get it's like a slushy lemonade, and then you
Okay.
get a choice of fruit with it. Strawberry and the lemonade is my favorite.
Limon.
And then they have it's vanilla custard
okay.
with the lemon ice with the
Okay.
fruit, and it's fucking delicious.
It sounds good, but if I'm getting a treat, I'm getting like fucking Oreos and shit. Like,
Well,
I'm not
yeah.
getting fruit.
The frosty, whatever they have weird fucking names
They're
for it.
mixers.
The lemon ice and fruit one just by itself is very refreshing on a hot day.
On a hot summer day.
Hot summer day.
Good to know.
Very cool.
But on to the memes.
All right. This next one says Disney Pixar Cars if it was realistic. Oh, please don't get copyright.
Love that.
It's just so dumb.
It's like the little cat one.
Just fucking It's like, yeah, like I guess technically that's what it would sound like, but fuck me. It's just goofy shit.
So this one was mine
Mm-hmm.
because, the whole me leaving my job thing. So the caption says, when you get back from the HR office unharmed and see the one who reported you.
Woo! What's up with it, motherfucker? What's up, baby? Did you miss me?
Did you miss me? Just love to talk trash to anybody who goes to HR.
Yup.
Completely understandable.
This next one was also mine. And Brian, this one's for you, but you're not a not a John Deere guy,
not
but I still thought this was a little funny.
Okay.
This is an old fucking tractor.
Yeah. He's auto steering.
Oh wow! I saw the GPS. I didn't put two and two together. What's he getting? 20 feet at a time.
Yeah.
That might be 30, okay? I mean, that's a
yeah.
good-
Have you guys ever seen like the joke ones where the guys will like wear a hard hat and it's duct taped to the hard hat with the cable
The
coming
sensor?
down? Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. I mean, you can auto steer anything if you're brave enough.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, fucking just the other week, what am I thinking of? They were doing self-driving race cars versus real people racing.
Did you see the self-driving DeLorean doing drifts?
No.
Oh, I'll have to show it
That
to you.
sounds like a scam.
No, it was
But-
full self-driving. It was all fully electric.
They had some sort of race series going on. Hold on. Self-driving car race. Because it just happened not that long ago. There was a thing.
Oh, is it with the F1s?
It was just like not that long ago. There was a race in Dubai. Oh, my ad blocker's on. Shut up. Shut up. I fucking hate websites that pop shit up. Like, of course I have an ad blocker. Yeah, driverless race cars with cameras and advanced processing units.
Oh yeah, they've been trying to get this off the ground for a couple of years.
Yeah, the Abu Dhabi Autonomous Racing League.
So,
Like this happened
what you're saying is,
April 27th. Yeah, this just happened.
this is different from me just booting up Forza and watching all the AI race.
Watching all the AIs try to spin you out. Yeah.
Cool.
So instead of a driver, it's got like a camera array and sensors and shit. Yeah, it went terribly. Like most of the cars crashed.
Fuck, that'd be funny to
Like
watch.
one car crashed, so he put out a caution. Well, of course, you're not supposed to pass during a caution, so they all just stopped behind the crashed car, just in the middle of the road and shit.
No, you idiots!
Because this is the thing with self-driving cars is people think that it can
It's
just
so-
steer and use the brakes and the gas, right?
Technically,
Turns
yeah.
out humans are really fucking good at driving.
Yeah.
It's actually an extremely complicated task
Mm-hmm.
we are very good at.
Yeah, it's like such a strange thing.
Yeah, but this won't get any publicity as far as like, oh, this went terribly and you shouldn't trust. You should not be swindled mostly by Tesla by falling under the guise of like, oh, self-driving's here. It's
Yeah,
the tits.
no.
It took the vehicles about an hour to complete 8 laps on a 3.3 mile track.
8 laps?
So they did about 25 miles in an hour in race cars.
Jesus.
Like
I could literally just boot up Forza and sit at the fucking start line and watch the AI go
you could ride
around.
a pit bike and beat them on the track.
Oh
I mean, 25 miles an hour average is not that fast.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
sharing the
What do you mean you're sharing?
The
Drift
DeLorean.
auto self-driving.
It's,
blah,
it's
blah, blah,
not. It's on Forza. It's not real, except a video.
blah. LOL.
Does that have music in it?
I don't think so.
You son
If
of a
I
bitch,
can,
it
I can
definitely
just
does.
mute it.
Okay. Marty, studying at Stanford University, builds a self-driving electric DeLorean that drifts like a pro.
63 high, coming in on target.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Faster than that, son. Seat is light.
How fucking sick would that be, though?
It'd be horrifying. What do you mean? I'm so not in.
Okay, hold on. It's not processing the cones. It just has this
is a
program
Yes,
in,
yeah,
and they
yes.
put the cones around.
But
it.
still.
Yeah, it is technically self-driving because you're not driving it.
It is neat for it to figure out traction and slip and
Yes.
angle and such.
Yeah.
But
That's-
the cones. I would rather just see this in an empty parking lot. Be like,
Oh, yeah.
that's neat, rather than like, look at it doing exactly what we do. Again,
No,
by
I'm sure
me
what they
referring
did
to
is
the-
they went out to a blank parking lot,
Map
yeah,
mapped
mapped
it,
the starting
And then
point,
laid
and then
cones
just-
and then laid
yeah,
cones
laid
out,
cones
and then
around
they
it.
paint over it so that
mean,
they can come and drop
It's
the cones
Stanford.
back.
They do some cool
It's
shit.
it's
but
pretty
yeah.
neat,
It's
but
still neat.
yeah.
It's somebody learned something because of that.
Yes.
So that's neat.
I would fucking hope
We
so.
learned something today as a society.
Hell yeah.
The title here is Hellcat Swapped Mustang GT Cold Start.
Oh, hello.
Just
Now,
I saw this.
now,
I saw this.
if you don't know,
You motherfucker.
if you don't know why that's funny,
Joanne, I'll
Sorry.
explain it to you on Wednesday. Remind me.
that is
Andy, shame on
that's
you.
a level 5 meme,
you have,
guys.
you have to know a lot of culture to know
Shame
why that's
on
funny.
you.
Was
That's funny, but damn.
Was that you and me were out to eat the one day, and I like pulled my phone up and I like showed it to you. I'm like, this is why I can't have my brightness up in public, and it was just a terrible meme or something. That
Oh
popped up.
yes, yeah. I forgot
remember-
where we were,
It would
but
have been
yeah.
like Buffalo Wild Wings or something, but it's like open
Yeah,
my
you were-
phone. I'm like,
yeah.
nope. I'm like, here you go. He's like, holy fuck. I'm like,
yeah,
welcome to the internet. It's
Yep.
just shit everywhere.
yeah. I think it was like that day. You were like, yeah, I put my phone up to full brightness, and then you were like, I put it back down
Put
immediately.
it right the fuck back down. What's up?
I've seen this video, but
You've seen
play it.
this
It's
one?
fucking. It's
It's
yes.
I recognize the guy. I'm not
It's
He looks like
fucking-
every other white guy in his mid 20s,
Yeah.
to be fair. But so that's
That was
Damn.
not the one that I'd seen.
I can't wait to get copyright claimed for that because that's definitely Lenny Kravitz.
The one I saw was the same guy, and it was like, what makes men happy? And it was just like getting hammered in the garage with the guys.
Oh, there's a ton of those.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, other Nick sent that to me. I'm like, hey, I'll play that. It's good enough. Okay, I don't know if you guys have seen this yet, but this is hilarious. It's like a minute and a half long, but it's actually hilarious.
Vehicle that fits the needs of all Americans. I present to you the car for the modern age, the 1993 Ford Taurus. With a 3.1-liter V6 engine, a functioning exhaust system, and a working battery, the 1993 Ford Taurus is a car for everyone who can come up with $650 in cash. The 93 Taurus was designed by talking directly to Americans themselves. They told us, we don't need all the bells and whistles. We want a car that can take us from our mother-in-law's house to the unemployment office and back. But you don't have to take my word for it. Let's hear from some of the drivers who have already pre-ordered their 93 Taurus.
Basically, I just need a car, and the 93 Taurus is one.
I like that it's heat and air conditioning so my family can live in it year-round.
Buyers can also customize their Taurus to fit their lifestyle with optional upgrades like working brake lights, a rear-view mirror, seat belts, and doors that lock. Each 93 Taurus also comes standard with a Primus cassette tape of their hit album, Sailing the Seas of Cheese, and plenty of space in the glove compartment for cans of tuna and cup of noodle to eat. Here's a sneak preview of the ad Ford will be running during this season's Super Bowl.
Get the shitty music and all.
Damn right.
We encourage everyone to come down to their local Ford dealership today to check out the 93 Ford Taurus. Remember, the dealerships are heated in the winter, have clean bathrooms, and there's a bowl of free candy at the front.
I saw that the other day. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, is it a flashback to an old ad? And all of a sudden I'm like, no.
It's even better.
This is what AI was created for, is shit like this.
Jesus Christ.
Anybody who can come up with $650.
It's your 93 Ford Taurus 4-door, baby.
The heat and AC works. My family can live in it year-round.
Come on down to
I
the
like that
nearest
it's a
Ford
car.
dealership.
I needed a car, and it is one.
It's a car.
It is one.
We have clean bathrooms and there's a bowl of candy up front.
Extra options like working brake lights. Just like
Seatbelts.
every 90 Taurus is probably dead at this point.
I would hope
there's-
so.
There cannot be many
There
left.
can't be many. Even honestly, the newer, like the 2000s.
Oh
era
yeah, they
Taurus,
feel like they died fast.
well, they all bought like Ultimas and shit now.
Fair.
Yeah, it's like there's so many less of them. I'm so much happier seeing less cars like that on the road.
So they're fucking ugly.
It's still no Pontiac G6, but
You know, I saw one yesterday.
oh god, were you frightened or?
I was.
They're fucking terrifying.
Because we were at Culver's night, and Jason's old canine vehicle, if you fill the tank up all the way, it leaks gas.
Hell yeah.
Well, the guy he sold it to filled it up all the way, and so it was Jason's old vehicle and a Pontiac G6, and I walked past to go inside real quick, and I was like, I smell a lot of gas somewhere.
You're like, do not light a match.
I was like, it's probably this Pontiac G6 sitting over here. That poor thing's been beaten to hell by
Fucking terrible.
white teenage women who don't know how to drive.
Blasting trap music,
Yes.
speeding with their seatbelt off. Unfucking believable. This is shockingly relatable to what's been going on this week. Client, why is my project taking so long? Painters.
You want to know how I got these scars?
It's like, what are you guys doing? You're like, I don't know, fucking around. What are you guys doing? Shit like that. This is the last one of the week. This is called Living in an Ingredient Household.
Something to eat? I ain't got shit to eat, but I still got this fucking peanut butter. Y'all want some cookies? I ain't got no fucking cookies, but I still got this fucking peanut butter. Drink some water? Well, you can't drink no fucking water, but I still got this fucking peanut butter. Go outside? Well, you can't go outside, but I still got this fucking peanut butter. Down the stairs? Well, you can't go down the stairs because I still got this fucking peanut butter.
Why does he hate peanut butter
This is
so
like
much?
we've got food at home, and you open the cabinets, you're like, there's nothing but just, like, there's ingredients, but there's no food.
I love how that's like a little Debbie snack cake, and
Yeah,
he's
he's
putting it
throwing it in his
into
air
an air fryer.
It's got, I mean, hey, maybe it's good, you know? Air fryers are magic or something, right? It's like the guy who air fried a hot dog for like 20 hours.
Oh
no.
yeah, he like redid it and redid it and redid it.
It got worse.
Oh, it's so bad.
It was one of the worst things I've ever seen.
Little hot dog.
He's like, hour 2, my wife is threatening to leave me or something.
Yeah,
It was
it was
brutal.
always like his wife noticed it, and then his wife is like, I can't anymore. Open a window. Open the window. It got better for the 1 hour. From the time he took it out till the time his wife left was 1 hour. Like he did two more heat cycles, and then she could not take it anymore.
Let's see if I can find it. I just want to see.
God.
This one says
Yeah,
air fry
I think
for
it's
2
Reddit, yeah.
hours. It might be this one. Just might be talking about.
My wife
and-
is not happy.
Yeah,
Twitter
that's what it
user
was. It was a Twitter thread.
The
yeah.
user said they knew it was time for science when no one wanted to eat a leftover hot dog. Like,
Honestly,
this is a-
USA Today, solid fucking title.
my wife is not happy. Twitter user air fried a hot dog for 2 hours.
Honestly, very good
Yeah.
titling.
Kendrick Lobster says, I'm gonna air fry a hot dog for 120 minutes and see what happens. When no one replied, I knew it was time for science. 20 minutes has elapsed. 100 minutes remain.
Oh my
It's looking
God.
pretty rough. 60 minutes has elapsed. I have been advised by fellow scientists to allow the hot dog and air fryer to cool off before continuing. The air is thick with hot dog
Hot dog
flavor.
flavor.
80 minutes has elapsed, and the kitchen is taken over by truly the worst smell imaginable.
I'm sorry, that looks like an old man's
It
dick.
does. It's
There's
not
still
good.
time left.
Yeah.
As we pass 90 minutes, I think about the mistakes I've made, specifically not doing this outside, where it almost surely would not smell as though someone had placed a pig into a heated car for 8 to 10 weeks. 10 minutes remain.
my
It
God.
appears the hot dog has entered its final form. I wonder if it's still delicious. 120 minutes at 300 degrees. This hot dog has become completely mummified and smells like fire.
No shit.
Oh fuck.
18 hours of rehydrating, and somehow it looks worse.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Christ.
Yeah. Don't air fry a hot dog for 2 hours straight.
Oh fuck.
Like somewhere there, his wife's like, I am leaving for the day. Here
Oh,
we
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
In one tweet, the user said the scent had driven their wife and child outside. It lingered for several hours.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Wholeheartedly.
Don't air fry a hot
For
dog.
reference, I cook brats and hot dogs in my air fryer. 8 minutes.
Like, yeah.
8
Under 10
minutes
minutes.
at 400 degrees, and they are more than done.
Not 2 hours at 300
Not
degrees.
2 hours at 300 degrees.
Yeah. Don't do that. Unless you
Oh my
hate somebody, just fucking throw it in their air fryer, crank it, and leave.
Oh fuck.
Next time we go to let Blue out and you're gone, the house is getting hot dog.
Hot dog.
You got hot dog.
You're gonna come back, open the door, and go, oh fuck.
My hot dog.
I'm sleeping in my 93 Taurus. Fuck this. It's got plenty of room for cans of tuna and a cup of noodles.
Heat and AC to live year round.
Yeah, please do not fumigate your
Holy
house with a
fuck.
hot dog. Jesus Christ.
What are you doing? I'm fumigating, baby. It's time to leave.
It's time for science.
Oh my God.
Don't fucking do that.
Christ.
Well, speaking of you, Andy, what the fuck else do you have going on this week? Let's get into this.
Oh god, it's been a shit show.
No
Amen,
shit.
brother.
Where do you want to start with it?
Well, I got a new job, so that's cool. That's an upside.
That's
Doing what? What are you doing?
Can it be a new job when you haven't had? Oh no, you got fired from last week. We're good.
He didn't
We're
get
good.
fired. He got told not to
let
come back.
go.
The guy,
Yeah.
the guy showed up and said, "Hey, go home for me, buddy."
Yeah, fair.
I
enough.
need you to log off.
Yeah, I gave you the okay log off now.
Yeah.
You're still stuck on the
I'm
hot dog.
I'm
aren't you?
still,
The hot
I
dog.
have a tear in my eyes still. I'll be
Can I
honest.
get a hot dog? I wonder if we can,
This
how long
is-
we can keep them going.
This is what
$5 hot dog.
I kind of just want to go to a ball game now where the hot dog guys are. Just go, oh, can I get a hot dog?
Get a hot dog.
I would like to go to a baseball game and just torture the fucking hot dog.
We just bring
Well,
like $300 and
hold
keep
on.
buying the guy out.
So you do the 999. 9 innings, 9 beers, 9 hot dogs.
Yeah.
Can I switch it for a mixed drink?
I mean,
Probably,
technically,
yeah.
but That's a lot of hot
Dude,
dogs.
That's a lot of hot dogs.
Not to mention, like,
9
especially
beers is
beer.
okay, but
Yeah, I could do 9 beers, but 9 beers on top of 9 hot dogs. Like, I'm gonna be so fucking full. by
9
the
dogs
hot
is a lot of dogs.
That's a lot of
Like,
dogs.
inning 3, you're gonna start to feel full.
Yeah.
Like
And you have
3
to-
beers and 3 hot dogs. Like, okay, like my stomach's full now.
You're like, I'm full. I don't want to eat more.
You have 2.
By the time you're at 7 beers and 7 dogs, you're like, man, this sucks.
Fuck.
You're like, I have 2.
Oh,
I have fucking
God.
2 more to go.
What if the game goes to extra innings too?
You keep-
God,
you gotta
man.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh,
the game
fuck.
don't end till it ends.
Fuck that.
Or like the guys that'll do 18 holes and 18 beers. It's like,
Oof.
like, that sounds like fun. You're like, no.
I bet I've gotten close to that. I bet I've done
Probably.
at least 12.
What did you
Fucking hate golf, so I wouldn't know.
What did you guys do last year? You like fireball? You like?
Oh yeah, we did.
It was something about fireball.
Well, no, we had.
That was
It
your
was the
punishment
family golf outing, and we did. We were just. Or, what did we do?
I can't remember what you were
we
drinking.
had rum chata.
Oh.
No, not rum chata.
It was something like that. I can't
Peppermint schnapps and hot cocoa.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
Psychotic.
Jesus.
It was delicious.
Was it at least cold out? I don't remember.
Yes, it was cold. It was like
Okay.
early October. It was like the
Okay.
first like cold week.
I remember it was a
actually made
while
sense,
ago.
yeah.
I just didn't remember when.
I
it
did
was.
not have any say in what they brought there. I was just gonna play. I was planning to drink beer from 9 a.m. on, but
Jokes
they're
on
like, "Oh,
you.
here, drink this." I'm like, "Okay, it's pretty decent actually."
Okay, I can drink this.
But yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
For show.
So you got a new job.
Got a new job.
Where at? What are you doing?
All I've seen from you on Snapchat is you driving skid steers up and down the street in fucking Ottawa.
That's all I do,
I don't
dude.
understand.
Yeah, what was the
Why are you-
lifted Subaru Outback
Why are
today?
you threatening Killdozer on Ottawa? I don't understand.
Well, would it be Killdozer or would it be
Mini Dozer?
Mini Dozer?
Yeah. It's
We're not getting
it's,
the semantics about ruaning federal buildings.
What's a lighter word for
get me
kill? Like
Mame?
yeah, it's Mame Dozer.
Dozer.
Yeah, it's the little guy.
Honestly, I think Bobcat still works for that.
Yeah. No,
Don't talk to me about federal buildings. I'll get triggered.
oh fuck! I got called out out of the union, and they were like, "Hey, the local employer," which I was actually really reluctant to get on with because they are based out of the same town that I'm moving to, so that's cool. They're like, "Hey, they need work in Ottawa." I'm like, "Perfect." So I only had that last Friday off, technically.
Yeah.
Show up to work on Monday. All we're doing is installing new storm sewer, so concrete pipes.
Oh, like the whole thing.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Dig up so. It's also south side Ottawa is brick
I
roads.
hear it's the nice side of Ottawa.
It actually is.
It
It's
actually,
very
'cause-
nice.
well,
over
the
there.
south side is by the river.
Yeah.
It's
It is
backwards
a
to what
lot. It
you
is a
think.
very nice area. I'm
It's
working
the
at.
old school part of town, but the nice.
Well, the brick road
Technically,
gives
yeah.
it away. Yeah.
But it's a lot of brick road. So we have 2 guys laying
What
brick.
color is the brick road?
Red.
Fuck.
Sorry. Yeah.
I was trying to think of something.
This is why we can't have nice shit.
So we're tearing up the road, putting in new storm sewer, tying it into the old storm sewer, putting in new curb, cast iron fixtures on the curbs and whatnot. Once you fill in, so you take out the dirt underneath the road.
Okay.
We're filling it in with clean 3/4 inch rock.
Okay.
Called CA7.
Building a new base essentially.
Yeah, that way if somebody goes to excavate on top of this next time,
Way easier.
It's way easier to find stuff in rock than dirt. Dirt, you never you can be 1 inch away from it,
and
you'll
still
never know.
covered.
With
It'll
rock,
feel exactly.
you kind of see it. It's a lot easier to spot.
Paint it orange.
So we do all but a foot of CA7. CA6 is 3/4 inch rock, but also down to fines, typically referred to as road rock.
Yep. We use
road
C6 for sheds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a great base for stuff
It's a
like
good
that.
base. All the fines make it really compactable.
Yes.
That top.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty much your standard catch-all gravel.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. So we do all but the last foot out of CA7. We have to close all the open ditches or open trenches at the end of the night. So we go back in and we put 1 foot of CA6 on top of it.
Okay.
Open it back up the next morning. Take out that foot of CA6.
Which is easy to find because you have CA7 underneath
Yes.
it. Yeah.
Lay in about 6 to 7 inches of concrete, and then once concrete's laid, put sand back down, relay the bricks, fill the bricks in with extra sand.
That's nice. At least you guys are putting the bricks back.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's there's 2 guys have been on it for 3 days. They've got about 120 feet done. Like
Okay, yeah,
it's only about 5 feet wide too. Like it's. I feel like they're gonna probably put a second crew on it tomorrow after we get the
Try
asphalt
to
done.
speed it up just a little bit.
Yeah, like intersections, we redo just the asphalt. We don't have to redo brick in the middle of the road and stuff.
Sure.
I was on a asphalt roller doing that. But yeah, basically just bringing the pipes to the excavator who's digging the hole, filling in the trenches with rock and whatnot, delivering shit all over, running a sweeper attachment on the skid steer.
Dang.
That's pretty much it. They have a ton of work to do. At least in Ottawa, they have a ton more to do in general. I'm hoping to stay on with this company. It sounds like they have the work. Whether it's consistent enough or not for me to stay with them, I don't know. I'm just kind of playing it by ear and asking as many questions as I can.
Yeah.
So you have literally just been driving a skid steer around downtown.
I bet I've put 25 miles on in 4 days.
That is so many
Damn.
miles.
It is a quarter mile from. There's one area where we had a lot of work to do. Well, we finished up the majority of that work yesterday. So then we started hauling stuff over to this corner. It's a quarter mile away.
Sure.
Well, quarter mile there, quarter mile back, quarter mile there.
Over.
How fast is a skid steer?
10. Like in its second gear, it's two. Luckily, it's a 2-speed. Thank fuck, it's a 2-speed. It's a tracked skid steer too, rubber track. But you literally just everywhere I go, 10 mile an hour, just and the windows are rattling, the tracks are slapping, making all the noise.
10 miles an hour doesn't sound like a lot until you're in a fucking tin cage that's on tracks.
Yeah. Put your earbuds in.
No, even putting my earbuds in, nothing changed. It's just the noise suppression because it's all you're just surrounded. You're inside of a sub box essentially. Like all the pressure is still there.
Yeah.
So
the whole thing just rattles itself.
It's
everywhere it
not
goes.
great.
No.
But yeah. So.
Oh, did you break windshield yet?
Nope, not yet.
Not yet.
Keyword is not yet, because it will happen eventually. Like, ooh, pick up this pipe. Yeah, it's coming towards me. Fuck.
Yeah. No, we're all good there.
Sick.
But yeah, so just kind of playing it by ear. Hopefully I stay on with the company. I'd like it a lot.
Nice. Neat.
But yeah.
Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it for job as far as I know.
Cool.
What day? Sunday, Cinco de Mayo party.
Cinco de Mayo.
Thank you, Joanne, for hosting. It was a good time.
It was a good
She
time.
loves her own fucking parties.
That morning, I went over and detailed my grandpa's truck. It's a 2004 F150. Black on black, black leather interior.
Black
It's
on
a
black.
very pretty truck.
Yeah, I edited this photo because
Yeah, I could on your listing on Facebook. I could tell they're way oversaturated. They look awful.
Well, the black didn't stand out until I
know.
fucking cranked them all up.
As
I'm like,
someone who
"Alright."
owns a black truck, I get it.
Yeah.
But man, it was hard to look at.
Yeah, I'm like, it's attention grabbing rather than the bland pictures in Marketplace.
As soon as I saw it, I'm like, I know what truck that is.
Yeah, I should fucking see how many clicks there are at least, because I imagine the clicks are outrageous because they're like, why is this so like well
Clean.
done? Like,
why are they trying so
oversaturated?
hard?
Yeah. So cleaned it up. I spent a while just cleaning it all out, cleaned all the stuff out of it. My grandpa got sick a couple months ago. It just
it happens.
Yeah, health issues. He bounced back pretty well, but he hasn't driven this truck in 5 months probably. Before that, he only ever really went locally. You can tell by the amount of I mean, yeah, it's
like
a great,
how nice this thing is.
yeah, great
Damn.
truck. Yeah, for a 2004. This clean up. There's a little bit of bolstering issue on the seat.
Yeah, but
the
that's
threads are
normal.
still there. Like it's not
Yeah.
even blown out yet.
Yeah,
like
it's like worn in finally.
and then on the other side of the center console, there's marks where he used to put his cane.
sure.
Like that's it.
That's-
The entire interior looks brand new.
Yeah, it's in excellent shape, all things considered.
Oh, did you know the F-150s have a detachable and movable overhead bin? There are rails on the roof. That bin right there. You see the little handle on the side?
yeah.
You can see the rail too, that little silver part.
Okay.
You can take it off and move it back. Like there's probably 3 foot of adjustment.
That's got to be some crazy lariat option. That
Yeah, it is a lariat. But I'm like,
I've never seen
I
that.
never noticed this in any other ones. I
don't-
fucking
weird.
detached it. I'm like, this is wild.
I don't
dude.
think
Oh
other
God, I broke it.
I don't think other ones have it. I'll be
Yeah,
honest,
it's
because
dude, it's
I've never
crazy.
seen that.
It's a neat little option.
Interesting. Weird thing for this like weird year of truck.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a good shape overall. It's been babied. The common timing chain issue has been fixed already. It was fixed. Like my grandpa told me he bought this truck. I told him that day, I'm like, I wish you wouldn't have bought that because I would have told you to buy something else because of the timing chain issues.
Yep.
within a month of me saying that, my uncle borrowed it to move my cousin up to Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Yeah.
And fucking timing chains went out on it. I'm like, cool, I called it. Love that.
Warned you.
Well, I called something else too.
Did you?
So after cleaning it all day Sunday, or probably 4 hours I had in it.
Probably.
I'm like, let's do a fluids check. Let's drive it up and down the road real quick. Just make sure it's all good. Fluid check was okay. I decided, fuck it, let's check the oil cap.
Did you?
Kind of knowing what to expect.
Oh.
And
it's been babied.
Christ
It's been driven really lightly. What happens when you don't get an engine hot is that the short drives create a lot of condensation inside the motor. The condensation rises to the top of the engine, specifically the oil cap, and it makes it look like a milkshake because there's oil mixed with water because the engine is not getting hot enough to burn off that little bit of water.
Shmoo.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what I saw.
So you open that and you're like, that doesn't look good.
Oil looked fine.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, we're good there. Just has a lot of condensation. Like it's been my 80-year-old grandpa has been driving this for the last 7 years. I
not
fully
shocked.
understand that.
Yeah, this is something that just happens.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, fine. Oil was good, trans good, coolant actually had pressure. This thing had not been started in probably a week,
and it still had pressure.
Dang, I'm like, huh, weird,
interesting.
Let's look at the rest of the stuff. Make sure it's all good. I'm like, let's take it up the road. Took it up the road. Started fine. Has a tick. I was told that it has a tick from my uncle. The only reason he knew about it was because he started it like 2 weeks before to move it or something.
Sure.
I'm like, all right, cool. So it's kind of known, whatever. Took it up the road, took it down, fine. The tick, it accelerates the same speed as the engine. It's not an exhaust leak. Couldn't figure out what it was. I'm like, all right, whatever. Like I'll keep it in the back of my mind. Maybe I'll throw some Lucas oil additive in it just to quiet it down.
Yeah, just kinda,
to not scare off a potential buyer because I cleaned it up to list for sale.
Right.
Listed it for sale Monday or Tuesday. I have probably 5 very serious buyers. 2 of them, well, 3 of them are family friends actually.
Okay.
The one was supposed to look at it tonight. It's about 20 miles from my grandparents to my parents' house.
More or less, yeah.
About 20 miles. Makes it about 2/3 of the way home. And my mom says, I looked out the rear view mirror. I started to slow down and I was still on the throttle. I looked out the rear view mirror and it is a cloud of white smoke.
Oh, God.
And then all of a sudden it slowly starts to run slower and dies. Huh.
All
right. I'm like, well, that tick could have been a dying oil pump.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. She said it cranked over. I'm like, okay, that's a little. I don't know exactly. I don't know. I don't know until I get there. So I told her, I'm like, I'm coming to your house anyway. I have to drop off some cash for you to deposit for me. So no big deal. I'm just gonna leave 10 minutes earlier. Grab my scanner, jump in the truck, arrive at the dead truck halfway in between my house and my parents' house. Crank it over, and there's a skip. One of the cylinders has no compression.
It's definitely dead.
Pretty positive.
It's usually a telltale sign, so you hear it.
Yeah, 0 chance to start. The only codes on the engine were there were 6 codes, all for ignition.
Interesting.
Labeled A through fucking whatever F, whatever it was, the first 6.
Sure.
I'm like, that's weird. It's weird. It's only 6, not 8.
That is strange.
Whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Heard the skip, open up the engine, check the coolant, none. Check the dipstick, way over full. Like, because you found out where the antifreeze went. All right.
You just checked it a couple days ago.
Yep. So I'm like, all right. Fuck. That sucks so much dick. I'm so pissed.
You're like on the
I was recruited to do was clean it and sell it. That's it.
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna be swapping a motor, probably.
There's a pretty likely chance.
I checked. So one of the people I was going to sell this to he's my neighbor. He was a homeschooled, decent enough dude, has a kid now, whatever. Haven't talked to him 10 years probably at least.
Sure.
Nice enough guy. If he bought it, I was going to tell him, hey, there's a tick. I will replace this engine. You buy the engine, I will replace it free of charge.
Yeah,
I will not charge my labor.
Fair.
I will
just
do the labor.
to give my grandparents a break so that they have their cash and they're done with it. To give my neighbor a break so he doesn't come back at me and be like, you sold me a lemon. I'm fucking hating you,
like,
whatever.
nope, it's a lemon before I sold it to
I'll
you.
give you 8 to 12 hours of work for free. Sure. Whatever.
Yeah. It's not like, You've already done it once when we did that
Yes,
platinum.
exactly.
It's
This
not
is
any different.
identical to the last black truck.
If
I
anything,
had.
it's actually a little bit easier because it's a 3-valve, not a. Well, no, the
No,
other
it's a
one's
three. They're both 3 valves. It's
Yeah.
easier to find one because they're not the
They're
09
not-
to 10
yeah.
specific.
Yes.
And they're about $800 cheaper.
Yeah, that'd be
so
nice.
that's nice. That was just a one quick Google or eBay search.
Yeah.
So roughly about $2,000.
That's still not that
The last
bad.
one I bought was $2,600. So.
And that was 4 or 3 years ago, 4 years ago, maybe. Like, I don't even remember when it was. But
probably 2.
Oh, it had
No.
been more than that.
Was it pre-COVID? No, it had to have been 2020. Had to
Fuck,
have
it
been.
might have
It
been.
was.
I'll figure it out.
It
real
was
quick. Hold on.
2020. I'm almost positive.
I'll figure it out. But anyway, let me see if I can find it.
Yeah.
Back in my stuff.
But anyway, I'm like, sure, I'll do the labor for free if the motor goes. If I'm selling to somebody I know.
Right.
So
Throwing a case
turns
of beer,
out-
we'll call it even.
turns out couldn't even make it about 15 miles before
Yeah.
it went.
Yeah.
Which
Oh, so you'd offer this before it blew up?
no, I was going to. I never told the guy
Oh,
that.
okay.
But like I was supposed to sell this on Friday. Today's Thursday. It blew up at 5:00 today.
At the most.
My mom
inopportune
calls me.
time.
I was leaving my house in 10 minutes to go to her house anyway. And she's like, "Hey, bud." And I'm like, "Whoa, fuck.
Oh, shit.
What?
Here
We're
we
supposed to
go.
be selling a truck." I was hoping to meet the other. So the guy who I was going to tell that to is a different guy who my mom was bringing it from my grandparents' house tonight to sell to a different family friend. That I was like, "Yeah, let's sell it to him. Give him priority. You know, I like him more just because I'll make up a lie for the other guy for my neighbor."
Okay.
And I'm like, perfect. I don't have to worry about trying to sell this after work tomorrow, Friday. Just, yeah, you try to sell it tonight. That's fine. And she's like, yeah, it didn't make it. This is what's going on.
Shit's fucked.
Went over and I tested it. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, I have to go to your house anyway. I'll be there in 30 minutes. Went, tested the truck, went to my parents' house, bullshit with them for a while, trying to figure out what it is. It had the timing chains done. I don't believe you have to pull the heads off to do the timing chains.
You shouldn't have to.
I'm
I wouldn't
hoping
think
that
so.
Choney, the local dealership, did. Anyway, that way I can blame it on them and get warranted head gaskets would be awesome.
That would be nice, but
I don't think they did
doubt
though.
it.
Yeah, that was the consensus me and my dad got up to.
It was 2021.
Okay.
When we did that, just for reference.
Gotcha. That's what I figured.
Yeah. If you were looking for wheels, then it's what popped up for me. You wanted like
Yes.
Raptor takeoffs and couldn't find them because they're expensive as fuck.
Oh yes, but
Yeah.
I found a set of wheels for $100.
Yeah, that's exactly what that
Yes.
message was when I found it.
Yes.
So yes, that was
Sick.
21.
Yeah.
So
But yeah,
we've already
so-
done it once. It's really not.
Yeah,
that hard.
it's 8 to 12 hours. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, fucking blew a head
So
gasket.
fucking-
It's currently sitting there, just kind of waiting.
You finally get to blow up. Well, you didn't even get to blow it up.
I didn't
That
even blow
sucks.
it up. Nope. I keep running into. Oh, and then so like. But going back to, I jinxed myself on the fucking timing chains.
Mm-hmm.
I jinxed myself with the motor. I'm like, oh, how much is a motor? $2,000, no big deal. I'll tell the guy who's gonna buy it that. It didn't
Joke's
even
on
make
you.
it to show the guy. It was like they were supposed to take it on a test drive tonight.
That's what you get for checking the fluids and treating it nice.
It's been babied for 7 years since the timing chains have done.
It just knew you were near it. It
Literally,
fucking-
I need to stop fucking jinxing
touching
myself on this
shit.
truck.
offering to help stuff.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, can you help sell this? No, I literally can't.
You don't want me to.
Yeah. Last time I did that, it blew up.
Yeah,
So.
fucking. Well, my grandparents don't even know yet. Like,
And they might be like, whatever, like just fucking scrap it. But
Yeah. Well, no, they'd like some money for it.
I'm sure they would, but yeah, when you tell
yeah.
me like, oh, it's $2,500, and it's like, oh shit.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what I figure out with it. I'm calling around a lot tomorrow and figure some shit out.
Right. You might be able to sell it with a blown motor. Or,
But it'd be for a lot less. I
like
was
$3,500
I was
maybe.
shocked. I figured fucking 25. Like I was gonna
Maybe,
get
yeah.
$7,500 for this truck. I
Right.
listed it for $8,500 on the high side. I checked every other truck for sale on Facebook, and they were averaging like $6,500 for pretty decent ones.
yeah, I believe that.
And I'm like, fuck
This
it,
thing's
list it
clean
high.
as fuck.
It is.
It is.
It's rusty rockers. Bed's a
Yeah.
little rusty. There's
How many
spots here and
miles
there.
are on this thing?
150.
Fuck, that's not that bad.
No, that's
really.
not bad at
Well,
all.
when the motor runs, it isn't. But
Yeah, exactly. With timing chains done 30,000 miles ago.
yeah, that would be a promising buy for most people.
Except for like what I never would have expected was the head gasket to go next.
No, I would not
So-
put that as my first guess. No.
Yeah, I thought my head gasket
wonder
would
if-
have blown.
I wonder if something else caused it to blow.
So tomorrow after work, I'm going to be taking all the spark plugs out, cranking it, seeing what two cylinders have coolant in it,
yeah,
inspect them, same as I did with the last one to figure out why the engine wouldn't turn over.
yeah, it's just strange.
So I'm going to try to see if valves, pistons, everything look good in the cylinders.
Yep.
If that looks good, then we might decide to do head gaskets. Or at least tear apart spend time or money
Yeah.
to tear apart the motor.
To
and
a little
see
bit
if
of
it's
diagnostics.
worth fixing that one.
Yeah.
Or don't even fucking touch it, pull it out, put a junkyard one in, and be done with it.
Yeah.
Because either way, we're trying to spend about $2,000.
Yeah.
To
Being able to just put head
supposedly.
gaskets would be nice.
And with labor and somebody else doing it, it might be that.
But
And we have a
something-
family friend who is, it's the owner of the bars in the town in between Standard and
Yeah.
Oglesby.
Right.
It's the owner of that is like a part-time mechanic. So he my dad called him and it's like, hey, truck sitting in your parking lot.
You're like, we
just
back
so
for
you
tomorrow.
know,
Yeah. Good
think
luck.
it blew up. And he's like, oh, just let me know if you want me to take a look at it. I'm like, well, if you're offering to replace the head gaskets, then I might take you up on that, especially if you're a lot cheaper than the Ford dealership. So we'll see.
Because it's not a terrible engine bay. But
No.
it doesn't look fun to work on.
It's
either.
not great. What I did with the last one was pull the radiator, core support, everything out the front.
the entire
It's-
front end
it's
off,
not bad.
basically.
It's all plug and play. It's fairly simple.
It is like there's not a ton of connectors, all things considered. You take off your bulkheads, everything moves pretty easily.
Exactly. So yeah.
Well, that fucking sucks.
Yeah, for something that was just supposed to be sold and gone with. And my grandpa officially decided he can't drive anymore. If he does become able to drive, he's physical therapy 2 or 3 times a week. Like he might get there. He'll just drive my grandma's car. No big deal.
Not a big deal.
Another thing, the same dealership that did the timing chain on this claimed my grandma's 2017 Ford Edge needs a motor.
Really?
And now has a misfire on cylinder 2 that is
Interesting.
marked with Sharpie. So after they my grandparents brought it in for a tune-up or whatever.
Yeah, whatever it is
they marked it, told them it needs a motor. My grandparents said no, we'll keep driving it. Now it has a misfire. I'm like, I wonder if they fucked up pulling the old spark plug out or something.
Could
And they
be.
marked it. They're like, we fucked up these threads. This is the problem. It needs a motor.
Yeah.
At the very least, a head, which is probably cheaper to do a motor.
Oh yeah.
Or cut new threads or whatever. Some sort
Yeah,
of
I'm
thing.
like, I have some
that's-
questions about that situation.
That is strange that it would show up to get like plugs and stuff done. All of a sudden, it's like, well, it needs a motor.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
And no offense to this specific dealership that we're talking about, but I have not heard
They're not
a lot of good things from them lately.
Any dealership anymore. It's
yeah,
just-
honestly, any of them.
Well, I mean, because this is the same one that Michael's been taking
Yes.
his truck to, and it's
he's just been having nothing but bad luck.
Well,
Well,
my dad's truck too. My dad's front and rear ends have also been going out, and his is fucking 7 years newer.
yeah.
Well,
Or no,
whenever
8,
when
but
they
yeah.
replace the rear end, they're over torquing the pinion, which is putting tension on that bearing, causing heat and wearing itself out.
Yeah.
It just
Love that.
like if you do it exactly to spec, it's
Yeah.
fine. If you don't do it exactly to spec, it will wear itself out. That's just what happens. That's why there's a spec. That's why I don't fuck with rear ends. It's like figure it out. Like send it to someone else.
I'll say at first it was my dad's front end, which is an IFS
that
diff
happens.
carrier. That was having a lot of problems, and then now his rear end was, and then
Yeah.
Michael was like, "Yeah, it's back there again." I'm like, "Jesus Christ!"
Yeah.
They are
What
busy
number
as
has he
shit
been
with
on?
warranty work.
What for rear ends?
No. How many times has Michael been back to that dealership?
Oh God,
He
10.
started dropping it off in like October or November.
Yeah.
and he just finally started driving like a month ago.
Well, before
Yeah.
that, it was like torque converter and shit, wasn't it? Like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember exactly what had happened to it. It hurt the transmission somehow.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly.
Shortly
what
after he
caused
tuned it, but
yeah,
still,
unrelated, probably.
hopefully.
Probably.
As far as what the dealership knows, it is unrelated.
we test drove, parked it, and then it just started pouring transmission fluid out of it. We're just like, that's a problem. I don't know what it like.
I remember
cracked the
that, yeah.
housing or something. It was something super weird.
I remember that, yeah.
Or cracked a torque converter. It was something very strange went on, but I have to ask him to get 100% sure. But
Gotcha.
it was super
Damn.
weird. Hell yeah.
But yeah, so trying to figure that out. I'll be making some calls tomorrow and figuring some shit out.
Pretty neat. Pretty neat.
Yippee.
Yippee.
More bullshit.
Hell yeah.
Fuck. Marcus, want to take over? I gotta go pee.
Sure.
Okay.
You wanna just pull up my stuff. We'll go through it.
What do you want?
Oh, we'll
first?
go through the. Wait, Andy, hold on. You got to
What?
see these real quick.
You-
These pictures right here.
He literally has to pee.
You're good.
Okay.
Hat.
Chicken with hat.
Chicken with a hat. All right,
What is
that's
the hat supposed to be? Is there like ears
It's
on it or something?
it's
Or is it
like
a bow?
it's like a bow. You know, like Kentucky Derby hat.
Yes,
It's like
yes,
that
yes. Gotcha.
chicken derby.
hat.
Adorable.
Hat.
Wow.
So yeah, my sister ordered hats and Brandon, if you want to keep scrolling through, a helmet
A crash helmet with a duck on it.
with a little duck on it. They were not happy about these.
They don't look happy about them. They
Well,
look kind of pissed, to be fair.
Yeah. It was also late at night, and they were all probably ready for bed anyway, but chicken with a hat.
Chicken with a hat on it. I'll be damned.
Chicken with a hat. She also got me a harness and a metal sign that says, "Welcome to the Fluffy Butt Hut," or something like that. Fluffy Butt Nuggets, or I don't fucking know. I got to put that up somewhere. But yeah, chicken hats.
Chickens can wear hats now. Interesting.
Yeah, they're loving that coop.
They're always loving it. Now that they have a little bit of room to stretch out and move.
Yeah, I'm thinking. So the little ones, which I've put into the big box, 70-gallon tote, are little jackasses.
What?
And
the second round chickens?
Yeah.
Yes, the second batch I've put into the big tote, and within half an hour they scratch their bedding up and throw it all into their water dish.
Hell yeah!
Within half an hour,
I
it's
saw that
completely
when we
full.
were there on Sunday.
Yeah,
it was all in there.
All in there.
Yeah.
I
Can you
go
to the
there
helmet?
3 times a day to. What'd you say?
Can you go to the helmet, please? I heard helmet. and I
Yeah,
didn't see it.
I guess
Helmet.
you left before that. Chicken with a helmet on.
Helmet.
Love
With a little
that.
ducky on it.
Looks like a little moped helmet.
It's fucking pissed about it
It's,
too.
it was not happy. But yeah, I think I'm maybe gonna move them in this weekend.
Get them start introducing in the big pen.
Gotcha.
I'm just gonna move them into the coop and be done.
Yeah, they've already introduced with each other.
Yeah,
so
they're
it's like,
totally fine.
Once they're in there, they're like, whatever.
Funny enough, so we have 6 black stars and 3 Barreds.
Yes.
One of the Barreds has not fucking grown, like
What?
at all.
At all?
At all. We have a little runt. Hold on, let's see if I have a picture.
You probably do somewhere, to be fair.
Maybe. But yeah, chicken stuff.
Chicken stuff. All sorts of neat chickens. Chickens wearing hats and helmets and all sorts of fancy little things. So you're down to 9 now? Did you give away the extras?
No. I have
Okay.
not given away the extras. I'm not going to. Unless I get caught.
I'm telling.
No.
I'm telling.
I just sent one to you. Yeah, I'm just going to keep all fucking 14. Nobody's going to fucking come and check on them.
I'm going to come and check on them.
They all look the same. It's fine.
So
no, this one definitely.
That one is definitely
Oh yeah, no, okay.
smaller.
There is one small one.
That's
Well,
definitely quite a
and
bit
like
smaller.
here's kind of the things you have to remember. So the Black Stars full maturity is 18 weeks. The Barreds are 20s.
That's still.
But like the fact that
The other
the
one
one in the
back there,
corner,
yeah.
that's a Barred, and that's a Barred.
Like,
Those
just
are
the
the same
color
fucking
difference.
breed.
Well, it's still got its down coat, not its
Yes.
feathers.
Yeah, exactly.
Like she has not grown her feathers out.
There's a couple, but that's about it.
She's getting her wings, and I'm just like, oh man, you must have come from like a small egg or
It's like
something.
it's like a mini pig. It just stays little.
I was like, we got a little small person chicken.
Hell yeah.
They
Midget
prefer midget.
Midget chicken.
Make little nuggets.
Excuse me.
So her nickname is Midge now.
Oh, that's actually fucking fun. I'm gonna text Tori that.
Just text her live.
Hey yo,
be like,
Midge. But yeah, so we have a little runt. But yeah, we can talk about my Helldivers thing now.
Okay. How up to date are you with this?
Pretty up to date. So long story short, and these pictures are way out of order.
You
If you
sent
go,
them to me,
I know.
brother.
If you go to the 4th one, top row.
This one?
Yes,
Okay.
I believe this is it. Oh well, yeah, whatever.
Do you want me to? I don't have to put it up yet. You want
No, take this one down.
Take it down.
Yeah.
Holy.
Sorry, I know I'm fucking horrible when it comes to shit like
What a
this.
disaster.
Maybe that one.
This one?
Yeah, pull that one up. What the fuck is that one? Nope.
Hold on. Let me go to the beginning. I'll scroll through them.
Fuck. That's great silence.
Did you?
Oh, hey, there's a video. I sent you a video.
There is a
That'll
video.
that'll
publisher-
explain it.
This is what. Okay.
Yeah.
How long is this video?
Just
a minute 30. Okay.
yeah, it's not bad.
Okay.
And the developers just killed Helldivers too. Sony put out a thing saying that if you don't connect a PSN account, you lose access to Helldivers. There are tons of people around the world that bought the game that don't have the ability to make PSN accounts unless violating Sony's TOS because they're in a region that cannot make PSN accounts. On top of it, I'm not giving my personally identifiable information to Sony to keep playing a game that I bought on Steam and had full access to. That's not happening. In response to this, a bunch of people are mad. They've all downvoted the shit out of the game, as you can see. If we go look at this. It is just nuclear optioned from the player base. This has only been a couple hours. It's going, dude. It's been like 9 hours. And people started flooding into the Discord and saying, like, I'm pissed about this. Why did you do this? And now the community manager has shit on a person. I don't know how many times they've done this, but they shit on a person. It got captured and released all over the internet, which doesn't absolve the studio at that point. A lot of people had this narrative that the studio wasn't at fault, it was the publisher, but when you have your own community manager hitting on people, it's over. So my response to this was I left a negative review for the game, explaining my distaste for the situation. I then attempted to refund the game, which I haven't heard back from Steam yet. I removed all of the channels from our Discord for it. I removed our emote for it, and we're removing the emote from Block Game. I will have no part of this game ever again. I'm completely cutting the cord. That behavior is so far unacceptable that it makes our entire industry look bad. Every single other dev looking at this is feeling secondhand embarrassment from their activity. It's wild, dude.
So,
interesting.
Long story short, Sony owns the Helldivers title.
They published
and they
the
published
Helldivers
it.
title.
Mm-hmm.
They don't
Or
own
yes,
it.
yes, you're right. It's Arrowhead Games that owns
they do not own it
the
specifically,
game.
but they published
They
it.
published it. So Sony wanted to come out and say, okay, in this next update, you are going to have a PSN account.
Which makes sense because half the player base is on PlayStation.
Well,
the other half is on
yes,
Steam. Maybe there might be 60-40.
One thing that was maybe misconstrued a little bit is technically a PSN account has always been a requirement. However, it has never stopped you from playing by not having one.
Yes.
So PSN is PlayStation Network.
Yes.
It was owned by Sony, just in case that was unclear.
So
but
people were fucking pissed.
Yeah, I saw some shit about this.
Even I had seen plenty of stuff of people just, because it's not so much that like, well, I have to make another account. It's like my country doesn't allow this account.
Yeah, they have a Steam account, which is great.
Which is pretty much universal.
Yep.
Yeah.
But PlayStation Network might not be available in their country.
Yeah. Which is going to be weird to try to get around that.
Well, technically, by getting around it, you violate the terms of service.
Exactly.
Therefore, you can get banned. And once you get banned, it bans all your PlayStation account games that are linked to your account.
Yeah.
Like it's a problem. The problem that I see is that it was technically required since day one, and they never implemented a forced requirement
until they said something about it.
Yes.
The second they said something about it, it was like, "Hey, update's coming. Y'all are screwed."
Yeah.
Now, if they wouldn't have backpedaled and done that, if they would have just left it how it was, this would have continued to have been one of the best games ever.
Potentially,
one of the most publicly pushed as far as like
multiplayer.
They could not have bought enough servers fast enough.
Yeah.
I still assume it's struggling.
It's a lot better, but I've heard
it's probably
exactly.
great.
Well, once they had the first 1 month check of like, oh shit, look at all the money we just made now that it launched. Let's buy some more shit and sustain this.
And again, they couldn't buy enough servers or rent enough server space to host all of it. The code wouldn't allow it to be that massive.
The game is not, because everybody's playing on the same general world.
Yes.
There's not enough space for everybody to be on there.
Exactly.
That was the big problem.
But it got so bad that like the same people who made like the propaganda posters for the game were making propaganda posters for
essentially against the game?
Sony. If you go to the third one.
Start the third one.
Yep.
Okay.
Lock and load. These bullets are ballots.
Show Sony the consequences. That's pretty good, actually.
Dude, these people who are doing these ballots are pretty good. You want to keep scrolling through? There's a couple more of them.
Let me just a couple of these. Down with the greed, Sony.
Good. I like that.
That's pretty solid.
You keep going.
We dive together or we don't dive. That's good.
I like that.
Let's see. Rain down democracy. Okay.
I'm waiting for a specific one.
Say no to Sony.
Dude, like these are just great.
Some of these are pretty good. Hold on.
They came out, if you want to go back.
Hold on. Sound of Revolution, Sony, keep it coming. To what? Go back to what?
They released an update that allowed you to have capes like this, and people are all saying, oh, it's all the downvote capes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it looks like.
It does look like that.
That's the Steam chart of it going down rapidly.
Mm-hmm. But I think they released 2 of them.
Yeah.
The Prodigal Son.
Well, they're assuming that it's going to go back up. That's what this one is. This is looking hopeful. This is the right
The
now.
other one had one too like that.
Did it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, it might go
this
back
is
up.
after they did a back step as far as to enforce the PSN shit. Then they did a rebuttal on the back step.
Yeah. It's like,
that's like, oh, sorry. Oh, here. What is it?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Misinput. It was a misinput.
Yeah.
But they people made some funny fucking propaganda posters for this game. And like there were multiple comments of, "Wow, Helldivers 2 is so good. We got a mission in real life."
Honestly, yeah, it's like it is a community effort to like.
Yeah.
They've turned the game
publicly
from
shame them into making it better.
They've turned it from extremely positive to like overwhelmingly negative on Steam, which
Yeah.
is a huge achievement in its own.
When I checked it, it had like 80,000 downvotes, and
Which,
that
like-
was like 2 or 3 days after.
Yeah, like a week ago it was probably like 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It was
within a couple thousand
it,
maybe.
It pissed this entire game's community off.
This extremely dedicated community.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Is it's like they really like this thing and they're really into it,
And then they went and fucked it up.
Well, tried to fuck it up.
Well,
There's
they kind of did. You will always be able to look back on this and be like, that was where you fucked up. Remember that?
They can never undo this thing.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
So yeah, I thought that was very interesting. I just feel like we've been getting some kind of wins in the gaming community lately with community outreach and stuff.
Well, speaking of wins, the most recent update from what was this, a couple days ago?
I believe so.
This is from
6.5,
This
so
is from
4 days
PlayStation
ago.
Network. Helldivers fans, we've heard your feedback on the Helldivers 2 account linking update. The May 6th update, which would have required Steam and PlayStation Network account linking for new players and for current players, beginning May 30th, will not be moving forward. We're still learning what is best for PC players, and your feedback has been invaluable. Thanks again for your continued support of Helldivers 2, and we'll keep you updated on future plans. So
Boom.
basically, they pulled that whole restriction off.
Yes.
So technically, they won.
Yeah.
Like the community actually,
Yeah.
the community beat Sony PlayStation.
Yep.
At their own fucking game, basically. Of like,
Yep.
like you had to sign up for PSN. They're like, no,
No.
we don't. We
Reverse Uno card.
yeah, believe it or not, we have free will and we can choose not to do this.
Sign up for this, hoss.
Pretty much. So it's a backpedal. I don't know how long they're gonna be able to not force this.
Yeah,
account
they might have
registration.
a workaround later.
They might
but
slowly start pushing it. And
maybe
stuff,
not
but
PSN, but there will, I'm sure, will be other restrictions or some other.
I don't
bullshit.
know.
I'd like-
I think it's a stupid.
Oh,
play
it is
to-
dumb.
but
There
try to
is
make-
nothing. There is nothing you can say on the positive of that.
But when you're published by
It was a
Sony,
dumb move
you
by
have to
Sony.
sign up for Sony.
Yeah,
It's just
you
like
gotta-
signing up
yeah.
for
Yeah.
EA or Uplay or any of the other, Epic Games, any of them. You have to make their account for their thing.
Yep.
Like, that's the problem.
But yeah, I thought this was super interesting, and again, the fucking propaganda posters behind it are just
You love those more than anything
fucking
else.
They are
hilarious.
great.
They are pretty good. You got to get some.
We all are, at least me and Brian, like we appreciate them. We've never even played the game.
Oh
so.
yeah,
I don't know.
You
if
get-
you-
I
have you
haven't
played it yet?
played. No,
Okay. I wasn't sure.
I'm waiting for it to go on sale,
Fuck.
which
Bro,
I
it
was
might-
kind of hoping that this was gonna happen.
Bro, it might never be on sale again. They keep this shit up.
Or the
Well-
the entire player base drops it,
Drops the
and then
fucking
the
zip.
game isn't worth a shit anymore.
Exactly, and
Yeah.
that's why I usually wait for games.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I let
Other than
all of this
Starfield.
shit boil out. No, I waited like 3 weeks for
That's
Starfield.
not enough time.
That was very short for me. I'm
Should've-
usually a couple months.
Should have bought the Super Ultimate Edition that comes with all
No,
your...
I'm not fucking
your
buying that
cool
shit.
You're telling me I
Starfield
shouldn't
watch.
have pre-ordered the last 3 Forza Horizons?
That's Forza Horizon though.
yeah, they're
I'm still pissed about Horizon 5.
yeah.
Because they you buy the Ultimate Edition with all the DLCs,
Yep.
which comes any car pack that comes out you get for free.
Yes.
They released 2
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then stopped
Yes.
right until the season pass expires at year 2, and they've released like 10 since then.
Yeah.
Like you
Love
son of,
that.
like how is nobody pissed about this? It's like yeah,
Isn't there trailers for Forza Horizon 6 now?
not that I know of.
Oh,
No.
okay.
No. The next one's gonna be Motorsport.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, that's
They
right.
just did,
'cause
they just did a
switched.
motorsport and they're pissed about it too.
Okay.
They just did
maybe.
one.
I forgot.
They redid the car upgrade system and everyone's fucking pissed.
I've kind of haven't.
Instead of like, you know how you like in Forza you race. When you
Yeah.
race and win, you earn money. You
Yeah.
can buy parts.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Now you have to like level up your car to be able to unlock the parts.
That's fucking dumb.
No, it's,
That's
could-
fucking dumb.
It could make that worth it
If
because
you-
at some point, like every car racing game is like,
Yeah.
at some point you just are too rich for the game to care.
Right.
Like you can do especially open world,
Especially
like
Horizon.
Oh
It
yeah,
fucking-
you just
It
like
shits money on you all day.
2
it's like-
hours of
yeah.
actual playthrough, and you have
I
enough
jump
to
on the
buy
game for
just
the first
about
time
anything.
in 3 months. I have 40 super wheel spins
super
to
wheel
fucking
spins.
unlock.
Yeah,
Like,
you get
no,
like
I
10
don't
million
care.
from that shit.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm pretty sure I have like either 10 or 20 million dollars. I'm like, there's nothing I can buy. Like, I can buy 20 cars, upgrade them fully, and
never
still
even-
have 10 grand.
Never
10
even
million.
think about it. Yeah.
Like it's nuts.
So it's interesting, but
yeah.
I haven't
apparently it's not.
I haven't played
done-
it, but
not
people
done
are
well.
people are mad about it. It's
Yeah.
not good from the sounds of it.
Man, I just want the next Fallout to come out.
They're never making another one.
Brother, yeah,
Season-
they're gonna milk this.
like-
they're gonna milk this fucking TV show for another.
I'm
couple
gonna be
years.
completely honest with the TV
kinda
show. Yes, and playing Fallout 4 and seeing all the videos of 4 and 7 in New Vegas.
Well, 4's been out for
Since
It's
7
9
years.
years.
Now.
Yeah.
7 or 8.
I kind of want to get 76 again and give it a try.
Don't do
I
it.
know.
Don't do it.
I've given it
Don't do
2
it.
chances, and I kind of want to give it another one.
I've never given it a chance. If you do that, let me know because maybe we'll do because we can do co-op, right?
Yes.
So maybe
Here's-
maybe us doing co-op would be a little bit better.
Yeah.
But
Here's my issue, and I think I've voiced this before because me and Jack tried to play on PlayStation 4. The thing that I hated the most, like it was a good game. I liked the mechanics, even like, and I'm not one for having to repair weapons and stuff, but you had to do that, and I was okay with it. It was fun. The thing that sucked though is, Andy, me and you could be on the same level, have the same missions available, be in a party or a team or whatever the hell it's called, and start the same mission at the exact same time with me being the party leader.
Okay.
Me and you both would go through that mission, do all what it needed to do, and at the end, my mission would be completed and
his-
yours would not. And then we'd have to do it again. But you being the party leader,
Yeah.
that's
That's-
fucking stupid.
That is annoying.
well, it's kind of like SnowRunner. Kind
SnowRunner
of
is
the
the
same
same
thing.
way,
Like
'cause you
you
play
only progress the start of the owner of the servers.
Yeah. You're playing on
Storyline.
someone's
Yes,
server,
not.
kind of.
But here's
not
the thing.
everybody's.
Right.
You get granted, but
That's
SnowRunner kind
different.
of figured out because you
That's-
get the money from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
And you
there
get
is
levels.
some crossover.
Like
so,
that
you would
co-op,
think, but-
that is not my game save. That is
Also true.
our
Yes,
game
yes.
save.
Yeah, I could see that being, but yeah, I could see both ways of it. You know,
You know, so it's like
it would
Well,
be
hold on.
nice.
How did Raft work? Was that your playthrough or my playthrough, or was it just
that was
just
our
That's
playthrough. That was a playthrough
A
that we both
combined.
played on together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what
It's
I
like a
thought.
totally different save.
because you can't
Okay.
log on without him there.
No, you could.
Oh, you
No,
could?
he couldn't. I could.
Yeah,
It's saved on
it's
my
his world, and you
machine,
can play with him.
but I didn't play it without you.
you
It's
can't
been
play.
so long since we did that. I can't.
Yeah,
I
you
know,
can't play
but-
that exact save without him online.
Yeah.
so it's technically his save, and you're just on it.
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Okay.
it's not like you're gonna go back into single player by yourself and play
No.
by you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of a
But
weird
still, like, even in SnowRunner, it's my game and I am hosting it.
thing. It's my money, and I need it now.
But if I sit there and Brian does everything, it still completes the mission for both of us.
Yeah.
In my world.
Yeah, in
Yes.
your world, yes.
In our co-op world.
right.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It last time I checked, it did not do that in 76.
I would. They might have changed it. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
That game
Supposedly, it's gotten a lot
a
better.
lot better, but
Because 76 was out like what, a year and a half, 2 years after 4. It was not that
Wasn't
long.
that? No, it was longer than that. I think.
I don't think it was.
Fallout 76 came out in 2018.
Yeah.
2 years after we graduated.
3 years.
yeah,
3 years in
16 was
between?
when 4 came out.
Yeah.
4 years. That's not bad.
No, 16 to 18.
It came out in 15, so
Oh,
3
oh,
years.
okay,
yeah,
3 years.
3 years. Yeah, that's actually pretty close. Well, it's more
Yeah.
or less the same engine, isn't it?
Yes.
I mean, it's,
Yeah.
Yes. It
so
is.
it's
Yeah. It was.
it's
they
not
were
a
just.
drastic
Yeah,
improvement.
exactly.
No,
but
it was just a new
a different
world
style
type. That
of it. Yeah.
that was
Yep.
it.
Yeah, it's been 6 years since that came out. So
Yeah.
if they didn't improve it at all, I'd be shocked.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, they have community stuff and updates constantly, and I hear it's a lot better. It's just, do I really want to waste like $40 to give it a shot and try?
Well, that's fair too.
and like the
Well,
thing is,
like I said, like let me know because me and you have both been playing the shit out of Fallout 4. So
well,
if it
and
goes on sale, you guys can both pick it
here's
up.
the shitty thing. I would want 2 people to have it, and we both hop in and test it out together and do one mission together. And
yeah,
if it doesn't
do 1
complete
2 hour, and then if it
Yeah.
sucks,
both
fucking
return
sell
it
again,
immediately.
yeah, both fucking return it.
Yeah, I believe it is in fact still $40 on Steam.
I think. Because it came up on my recommended scroll.
Yeah, let me see. Yep, $40. Or
I'm
buy
not
the
fucking
the
paying.
Atlantic City Deluxe Edition.
What does that
for
come
$60.
with?
Comes
info.
comes with a thing.
Yeah.
The high stakes bundle.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
$30 fucking dollars.
Yeah, I'm not.
But you're saving $10.
I don't give a shit. See, this is the other thing that pisses me
Yeah, get
off
some
about
cool-
stuff
some
like
cool
this.
power armor, so.
I don't give a fuck. It's fucking cosmetic
Or you
bullshit.
can buy every Fallout game for $195.
Oh, that's actually kind of a steal.
Yeah.
How much is 3? I want to play 3 again.
No, you don't. It probably
3 and
sucks.
Vegas?
Well, I want to play New Vegas fucking horribly,
Oh,
but
Fallout 4 VR.
New Vegas is $10. Fallout 3 was free on Epic. I've got it.
Oh.
That's $20 for Game of the Year edition. There might be a regular like version.
Probably not.
Nope, doesn't look like Game of the Year. Well, it's Game of the Year, not like bonus, but yeah, Fallout 3 is $20 still. So
Jesus, it's all
Yep,
that fucking hype.
well, yeah. Why would you not? Why would you put it on sale if everyone's playing it all of a sudden?
Yeah.
I would put it on sale so that more people bought it.
I wouldn't.
Meh.
If someone wants to play it, they're gonna play
They're
it.
not. Yes, they're not poor Jews like you.
I'm not a poor Jew, damn it. My work doesn't pay me enough to do the work that I do.
poor-
Well,
White
in a
man.
month when you're loaded, you'll be like, "Oh, I'll definitely buy Fallout 76,
still be
bro.
poor.
Or
He's got-
Gucci."
I'll still be poor. I gotta catch up on bills, motherfucker.
He'll have R1 payments to make.
Yo. Oh yeah.
no.
By the way, me and Joanne. Thanks, Joanne. By the way, made that joke.
She backed you up with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tori was not fucking happy with me at all.
So not thrilled.
Fucking go.
She was visibly upset with me.
I'm a big fan.
And then I was like, you know, I'm just
literally,
fucking with you.
there's zero difference between
Zero
your
downside.
current bike and an R1. The death is gonna arrive at above 100 mile an hour. It's fucking.
but it could
fine.
be above 200 miles.
Death
Yeah,
is
exactly.
still inevitable.
It's gonna be less painful for Marcus. And don't you want Marcus to feel less pain? Come on, Tori.
No, she doesn't. She wants him to
Nah, she
suffer.
wants me to suffer.
She's gonna put you on a moped and be like, "Here you go, bitch.
You go figure it out.
Get road rash until you die.
Go figure it out.
Bleed out."
Flip flops on a moped. Good luck.
I ain't got no knees. They took my shins.
Trying to drag your knee on a fucking grom, just like sideways.
Oh,
Shit.
Fuck every bit of that. Good lord. So in other news,
oh, wow, okay.
So how's the fit coming?
I did a lot of things this weekend and this week. Nick was very gracious to come and help me Saturday.
Yeah, sorry, I was
I
busy.
came and said hi,
You did stop by, but
but I was tired, so
you didn't get to see all the cool stuff.
no. I was hoping. I was.
It gets-
Is it still in the paint booth?
Yes.
I was gonna stop in, but
I
I've
was
had
going to
so much
specifically
shit.
tell you not to.
I've had so much shit going on.
He
that
yelled at
I
me
didn't
for
even-
going
I
in the paint
completely
booth.
forgot. I thought about that yesterday. I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna go check it out before.
It's not that exciting right now, but
I
it's
think it looks exciting.
soon. So,
Yeah.
so what I did is I took a projector and I
Hell yeah.
displayed an image on the side of the car,
Damn, that
so I
looks
could
fucking
trace
cool
these
as
lines.
shit.
So this is all just projector image.
I'm surprised you didn't do it with the lights off.
The lights are off right now.
Really?
Yeah, the Samsung camera is just nuts. To be fair, like that's just the light coming through the windows in here.
Oh.
Like it's dark in here right now.
I'm surprised you didn't do it. I guess you couldn't really line that up in the paint booth because you can't get
I'll show
far
you
enough back.
how far away it is.
Holy shit.
Each of these tiles are 8 feet. It's like 25 feet away from it. Like it's dark
That's
over
pretty-
here,
It's pretty bad.
but to get a good reflection on it, like
Yeah.
it actually squared up fairly nice.
God,
did.
It looks kind of sick. Though.
It does
You
look
can
sick.
see the
Yeah.
image coming together now.
It kind of fits on the car and everything.
It kind of
It
fits on the fit.
fit.
Hey, yo.
God, I
Fuck, I need another
hate it
beer.
here. I
Go
do
get
too.
one.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
I'll get one.
Soon it'll be a lot closer walk because the beer fridge will be up and running.
Thank God. It's about time we have a fucking actual.
Amen.
Yeah, we definitely can't put it in here. There's no room unless it was like.
No. We'd have to like put it over there, but against
And then you
that,
gotta go
and then
around it
yeah,
anyway.
no.
That's beer fridge from work. Definitely take that. That's big fan of that.
Hey,
But yeah, basically it's like I loaded up Forza, took a bunch of pictures of my model car, and just threw it on a flash drive right into the thing. And honestly,
nice.
other than it was fucking barely visible, like the phone camera picks it up better than your eyes can. It was brutal, to be fair, but I got the driver's side laid out by myself, and then Nick showed up about time when I was starting the passenger side. It's got a whole bunch of pictures. We're gonna click through stuff and keep moving. So here's my little trick. Take a piece of printer paper and you can see the lines a lot clearer because the dark purple of the car does not reflect very well. Like, it'll reflect this spot, but not like this spot. You know? So you take a piece of printer paper, just kind of walk it around the car, and you can kind of trace your lines out using that. So you could see there's a start of the bottom, the bottom corner stripe on this side coming together.
Oh, by the way,
okay.
What was our saying? Physics challenged
platform.
Platform.
Yes.
Platform.
PCP racing.
PCP. I'm gonna work on that.
People are big
when I
fan
get
of that.
home.
Windshield banners.
Hell yeah.
All sorts of cool shit.
Windbreakers.
Everything.
Repsol branded.
I looked for them. They're either really
windbreaker.
expensive or they don't exist.
I believe that.
I'm like, damn.
We could just make some cheapo knockoffs.
True.
Well, just fucking get orange. Well,
Orange,
so
white, and red and blue, and
yeah, and then just put Repsol on the back.
that's cheating.
Yeah, man.
It's a crime.
Physics challenged.
So yeah, like the lights are all off. This is all just light coming through the door that's blinding it at this point.
Yeah.
Oh fucking god! Damn extension. I had to open VLC. Hold on. So when Nick came over, we set up a tripod and we just time lapsed some stuff.
Oh,
just
dope.
to see like how
How'd you do a time lapse on your phone?
on his phone. Yeah, he did hyperlapse or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But here's me starting to lay out the driver's side while he's taping up the driver's side windows. I'm laying out the passenger side. Swoop. Basically, it's just us moving real fast. You can see me use the paper, kind of move it around to find the edge. As Nick's over
And then you
taping
come
the
back
window.
and clean it up.
Yeah, basically. But it's just a lot of like kind of line it up, see where it goes, and just keep trimming. Make it adjust back and forth. The top had to lay out a curve all by hand to get it around the window because the windows are very different on a Fiesta ST in this thing. But realistically, like 15-20 minutes had the side laid out fairly well. That's my big hard curve is that bottom one. The rest of it I'm all just eyeballing off of. Because then I have to take it out of the paint booth to lay it out because I don't have enough room to lay a 30-foot projector out comparatively like I did in here. So that worked overall pretty good. Here's it in some like actual light so you can see the curve and how rusty this fucking thing is. Fucking terrible.
Yeah, now the side skirts are gone.
Yeah. Here's it in the paint booth. We're starting to paint prep here.
Yeah,
so
this was after I showed up.
Yeah, you would probably just left when I took this.
Yeah, you were just jacking up the car and
to put garbage
bags around the tires
over the tires so I don't fill the brakes full of paint and shit.
Yep.
This is drop cloth with tape on one edge, like pre-applied.
Yeah, how did that work?
Awesome.
Nice.
Like
Sick.
the windows and stuff, one piece.
Oh, that's
the whole
fucking
thing,
dope.
and then wrap the bottom with blue tape. Like mirrors are done with blue tape. Like it worked.
Sick.
Super nice.
How much was like the roll of that?
Like $7 for 100 feet.
No shit.
It's fucking awesome.
Wow,
Fuck,
I need
that's
that just because.
And it's like duck brand tape. It's not some off brand garbage. Like it honestly,
So it's like the actual like 3M style.
it's pretty good tape.
Damn.
Like it's
Sick.
Yeah,
it
'cause
sticks to itself better than anything else.
Well,
like any
yeah.
drop cloth. But
Yeah.
I laid
Nice.
blue painter's tape underneath it to get the crisp edge, and then laid this on top of it
perfect.
because it makes a good edge. But this cloth, I don't really trust it. To, like,
Yeah, no, I
take
wouldn't
a
either.
paint gun just bruntly.
Yep.
Yeah, as long as you're curving the right way, it'll bend nice and easy and make a good corner.
Cool.
It's awesome.
That's fucking dope.
Fucking video.
BLC, hell
I don't
yeah.
even know what video that is. I guess we're gonna find out. What is this? Oh, this is the walk around after we
Oh,
scuffed
you scuffed it? Yep.
Yeah, just give it a quick Scotch
What'd you
Brite.
scuff it with?
Scotch Brite. A red Scotch Brite.
Nick's
Nick's
dying in the
fucking
background.
cracking up. But it's a quick scuff, and then we blew it off and wiped it with some wash thinner and stuff to get it cleaned up. You can see all the curves coming up to the top and around the windows. Like, while we were doing it, Nick scuffed the bumper up on the back. And I'm like, hey, I'm not painting that. He's like, oh, fuck. I'm like, it doesn't matter. It's fine. Like,
Get a
How
rattle
much of
can
it?
clear
just like
coat.
a little bit. He was like scuffing. I'm like, hey, what are you doing? He's like, are we not painting this? I'm like, nope.
Whoops.
Like, whoopsies. Yeah, you can see it on this picture right here. If it would pop up in the front of the screen. You can see, like, just this corner is, like, starting to get scratched.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, hey, we're not painting that. He's like, oh, that makes
But-
sense.
You could buff that out and
Yeah.
probably be back.
But, yeah, there's it all prepped up for paint.
Nice.
And honestly, for the most part, that all went pretty good.
Uh-oh.
So now, let's go to coat 1 of paint. So
White?
So, yeah, first, the base coat's white.
Sick.
So we set up the tripod, put Nick's phone in a Ziploc bag so it wouldn't get ruined. Took the S Pen out to use that to turn
Nice.
the phone on and off. After he'd already Ziplocked it, put it in the phone stand. I'm like,
Yep.
like, you need your S Pen? He's like, fuck. He's like, that's such a good idea.
Yeah, good idea, but hold on.
Yeah, so to take it back apart while I was mixing paint and stuff. But so we just set up the hyperlapse of me spraying the car. It didn't spray like
Great.
Yeah, I mean it's tractor paint mixed with mineral spirits in a fucking $15 Harbor Freight gun.
Meh.
But for the most part,
It's better than a rattle can.
It definitely is. So for the most part, it actually goes relatively smooth. You can see me like stop. I'll test the gun off on the side for a moment because it's kind of spraying weird. Probably about right.
Like got a clog.
Yeah. But for the most part, other than it's blinding the camera with how much white paint there is,
Hey.
it actually painted extremely nice. I was so unbelievably shocked.
That looks
I
professional.
can't wait to go see this thing. I'll be honest.
Let me get to the second video. It's the other side. The other side looks like this is like a professional video. It looks so good.
You can see that there's a little bit of like condensation and shit on the bag now that Nick's phone's in.
Yeah, but it's
And
white
in the
paint and
air
stuff
and
too.
shit,
Yeah,
yeah, you know.
It's like there's nice and easy paths back and forth. Got to fucking waddle side to side because the car's too long to reach across. But like all things considered, like this first coat went fucking awesome.
Nice.
God, this thing's gotta look fucking sick.
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
We're gonna be the
dude.
coolest. Well, Brian's gonna be the coolest looking dude there with his helmet, with a van, carbon fiber.
I see on the fender there. I see one of the wall lights.
Oh, the reflection of it.
Yeah, and
this is still like wet.
Yeah, I'll say it looks like decent.
One
though.
thing is this plastic stuck to the when I was spraying around the mirror.
It pushed it up.
It pushed up
yeah.
and stuck to the pillar.
Damn.
That's
Did
one
you
of my
like-
few problems.
Oh, so did you go like back through and paint over?
Look,
it?
man, all it
Is
has to
better
do,
than, like obvious, like oh this fucked up.
We're going through it.
all it has to do is look good from 10 feet away.
Oh yeah. Here's a quick walk around video that Nick took as it's like setting up. I'm cleaning the gun and stuff right now.
Damn.
But like for Rust-Oleum tractor paint out of a Harbor Freight gun. So if you look at it,
I can kind
could
of still
see
see a
some-
little bit of blue. Yeah.
see a little bit of waves on the door.
But on the first coat,
For
though,
a first coat, I was thrilled.
that
This
does
is
not look bad at all. It's got, I wouldn't say it's wavy, but it has a little
It's-
tinge of
yeah,
that
tiger.
purplish.
It's called tiger stripe.
Yeah.
Where you're like you're not putting down just enough paint yet.
On the edge.
But it's also good to do a lighter first layer.
Oh, yeah,
Exactly.
definitely.
So he does a whole walk around of it. You could see it like everything's nice and reflective. Like it's a very clean finish, all things considered. I was so happy with this.
Sick.
So if you look, let me scroll back just a hair. See my other right here on this quarter. You can see there's a huge paint run right here.
Oh, yep.
The paint landed in the window channel and then dripped
Oh.
out. So I'm like, damn it. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like all
Yeah.
things considered, like everything else turned out super nice. Like
Yeah.
a little bit of striping on the door still.
Yep.
But
That's
for
like
the
your
most
second
part,
and
Second,
third
yeah,
or
I'll say
fourth.
second coat will clear that.
yeah,
up.
even the bumper, which like for just scuffing it with a Scotch-Brite, like this shitty plastic sprayed super nice.
Nice.
None of the paint like flaked off or chipped.
Yeah.
Like I was laying out more decals today. Like the paint wasn't pulling off with tape. I'm like,
Oh, sick.
I'm like, thank God I didn't fucking ruin.
So
this
are you
thing.
painting on decals or do you have vinyl?
Everything's getting painted. I'll put like some stickers on it, but it's literally like
Gotcha.
gloss white Rust-Oleum. This was like $46 for a gallon of white paint.
That's not bad.
And it's
at
going
all.
to
Right out
last
of
a
the fucking-
shitload.
The shittiest Harbor Freight gun you can get. It's like
Hey, man, does the job.
I just like roughly mixed it like 3-to-1 mineral spirits to paint or paint to mineral spirits on a cup that pouring out of a gallon into just a mixing cup. You're just like, fucking okay, sploosh. You're like, I didn't spill a ton. That must be right. And the mineral spirit, like it's the rectangle tin
Yeah,
can.
so it fucking
They
dribbles.
never pour worth a fuck. I don't understand how they do it so badly. Like you gotta pour it and it just seeps down the side. So I made a huge mess with that.
You just take a fucking Phillips and bust a hole in the one corner and
Too much work. Well, I only need I've got a gallon. I need like a fucking like 4 ounces of
Yeah.
it though.
Yeah.
So then we'll go to coat 2. Coat 2 did not go as smoothly.
uh-oh.
So coat 2, laying gloss white over gloss white, I got some pretty noticeable runs. It didn't. So good paint will have like a really good like non-reflective and reflective state.
Yes.
When it's wet, you can really tell.
Yes.
I could never tell on this. I scuffed it with a Scotch-Brite, same thing.
most of the time you don't do 2 coats on tractors.
No, you don't.
usually just do a thick
One-
coat, and that is what it is.
It is called one and done for a reason.
Yep.
But so you can see there's a run here on the door. It's
Yeah.
pretty nasty. There's another one further up the other door.
Yeah.
This side's hard to
I
see.
see a little bit.
Yeah.
but
to the
there's
left.
runs
yeah.
here.
Okay.
There's another one up here that you can't see right now. Like they're not like super noticeable now.
Yeah, I'll say honestly, like in the daylight, 15 feet away,
they're not bad.
Probably won't be able to.
But there is like,
or you'll be like, yeah, this is
there's one here.
This is a shitbox rally car that is going to have the bumper ripped off of it in 3 days.
Exactly. Like the first coat was so nice, and the second one went so bad. I'm like, God damn it!
You're gonna look super professional when you show up to the first one.
You're gonna look like a
second
fucking
one when
badass.
half of the body panels are gone. You'll be like, it
saw
looked cool. It's
that
kind of
coming.
neat now.
Yeah.
We should do before and after pictures of
definitely.
each season and each race.
If I get to do more than one race, I would get banned. But
it's okay. You can just take the shit
You're
box.
so
You
fast
might
and
be
wild
last,
driving,
but
yeah.
pretty much. But and then today I started laying out the first layer for the orange. So this from this line down will be orange. I didn't get it sprayed yet, but basically this will be my orange section. Then underneath it'll be a gray section, then a red section to get the staggered colors figured out.
Mm-hmm.
Using Ford Safety Red for the
Hell
red color. Got light Ford Gray for the middle gray color. It's kind of like a bluish tinged gray. It's a really nice color, actually. I really like it. Plus, they're both Ford colors, so they'll match each other, appropriately. And then Alice Chalmers orange for the bright orange stripe along the top. I was gonna do Kubota orange, but they were out of stock of Kubota orange.
I feel
damn.
like Alice Chalmers is more orange.
It's-
Kubota is almost like a more red.
It's
a muted.
but they just didn't have the can there to compare it to, so I ended up going with that anyway.
Sick.
Dope.
And got new paint filters and all new shit because it was all
Gumming up and nasty and
the second coat. I thinned it more, but it didn't spray as nice. It would kind of like purge as it was spraying. So I turned so there's a lot of settings on a paint gun. It's a real pain in the ass, but
Yeah, figured as much.
basically there's a nozzle that controls your fan pressure. So that's how far it spreads the paint up and down.
Yep.
It was spraying so light and inconsistent that I turned that down so it'd make more of a dot.
Yes.
That's why it ran so bad.
Yep.
Because I couldn't see where it was at, so I had to lay it kind of heavy. Apparently laid it way too heavy. So
oh
Fair
well.
enough.
the first coat turned out so nice. I was so pissed. As soon as I sprayed it, I'm like, oh, it's fucked. I'm like, God damn it. Like, this sucks. Like, whatever. I've got more coats. It's a race car. Whatever. Now that it's dried, you can, if you know it's there, you can find it. But
I mean, I did a very quick walk around, and I was still very
I
impressed.
told you
by the
specifically,
paint.
like, don't look at it. You're like, too late. I'm like,
Too late. You're in here and the lights are on. I'm gonna fucking look
on
at
the
it.
driver's side, it looks really good. The passenger side's still pretty good. Like, it painted very nice. If I would have stopped at one coat, I would have been perfectly fine.
Oh, we have to put your name.
I know. I need to do a
All
lot
on
of
the windows
decal
and
work
shit? Yeah.
above the driver's door.
Yep.
Yeah. Or no. Rally cars are the back window.
I don't think
Back
so.
door windows.
They're-
Yes.
They're above the
Yes.
driver's door. That's how.
Above or below
both.
the window?
No, I think both. I think either on the, like, if it's a four door, I think it's on the back door window,
Hold up.
or yeah,
Oh,
see,
here we
Yeah.
go.
Or
Here-
like side
this,
window and
This
stuff.
is what you're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, like somewhere in the
Yes.
back corner.
Yeah.
I've also seen
Regular,
them.
like NASCAR and shit, or like
Yeah.
regular race series is above the driver
You might
door.
be onto
almost
something here, I'll be
always.
damned.
Yeah.
and I've also seen it right
Yep.
Yeah, I'll be down.
Below
They're mostly on the back windows.
your
Yeah, I was saying
window.
whether it's a,
Well, 'cause they're
with a
mostly
quarter,
hatchbacks, so
or,
yeah, that makes
or
sense.
if it's a four door, you put it on the rear window.
Subaru.
This one.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
10
No, not
best
that
WRC
one.
cars of all time, though.
Or you put it like on
This one?
the number.
Yeah, that's
like,
what
go
we're
back
gonna
to
do
the-
in painter's tape.
That
Yeah.
one. That one on the number 4 above it, I believe, is the name. Maybe.
No, that's not
No?
it.
Okay, wow.
Okay, Google Lens. Fuck
Oh,
you.
that's angry. Very
Yeah,
angry.
don't. How about you don't do that when I zoom in? Whatever.
Oh, good
anyway,
God. Okay.
yeah, I need to throw some name letters on there and stuff. But
Yeah.
That'll be easy.
B short wing.
Hong Kong Fooey. Like, I suppose. But yeah, I need to make a little tag and blood type and all that stuff. But I need to do a nameplate
Blood
too.
type,
Or,
really?
No,
Oh,
you
okay, I
can.
was like, what
but-
the fuck?
Well, that's what these are. So this is,
Oh wow, that's
their
funny.
name, their letter, and their blood type.
Oh yeah, driver,
navigator,
co-driver,
Yeah. So like I have on my plate carrier, it's
Gay.
NKOA A positive.
Where's your DNR?
I don't have
On
one
his
of
You
those.
should
forehead.
get one of those. Get it tattooed on.
It's known allergies.
Mm.
A positive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, no, I need to get some. I need to do a door number plate, which I was debating. It's like, the car is already in white.
Yeah.
Do I just tape off a rectangle on the door right now
You could.
and just leave it white?
You could.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
I
do I
would.
just block a square out?
Yeah.
Then all the colors will paint right over it.
Well, now
Yes.
here's the question: do they assign you a number, or do you get to pick it?
You're allowed to choose a couple of numbers and then figure it out after.
Yeah, in case somebody else matches your.
In case someone else already
Boy,
has
I'd
that
hope
number.
not, but
Like, it's painted on there. I can't change it.
Yeah, almost everybody else the day of will just bring duct tape with them. And
Yeah.
be like,
That's
here
the
we
thing.
go. I'm number 22.
Yeah.
Have you decided on a number?
I do not have a number yet. I don't have any specific
that's
attachment
that's
to
the hard
a number.
part. You could block off the square and then just duct tape the number the day of.
Yeah, just do like electrical tape or blue tape. Or
Oh,
something.
yeah, honestly.
But I was thinking about that. I'm like, damn, before I paint the next colors, I could just block that right off. And then make a nice, clean like, square or whatever. I should like black paint, put the tape on it, and then paint it white. But that's getting semantics there. But
I'm guessing that you're going to work on this weekend?
yeah, I've got 1 week left.
Sick.
So
Because
I mean, it's the 18th is next weekend. Or the 19th is next weekend. So all I have to do is put colors on it, unbolt one side.
This
of
is
the,
all. I've been
sway
so
bar.
in my own world with all my fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
That I'm like,
So are you going up Saturday for the practice
No.
day?
The rally school costs $90, and
fuck that.
it's mostly classroom work and how to set up a car.
I don't
which
give a fuck about that.
my
We're
car's already
redneck
set-
engineers. We already do that
my
shit.
car's already set up. I know what I'm doing.
yeah,
But
it's set up for stock class because it's stock.
yes, I'm just gonna crank the camber as far as I can, crank the tire pressure up, and put new
because
stuff on.
so that weekend, Saturday I have sheds.
Yeah.
Saturday you have the air show.
I'm not going. Okay, so Friday I'm working the air show after work.
That's next week. I'm like, that's tomorrow. I'm like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
Friday I'm working the air show after work at my new job.
New jams. They're taking their gerbs.
Saturday I'm going up to sheds. I'm gonna get home Saturday afternoon and try to get everything done for the weekend.
Right.
And then I'm guessing, are we leaving Saturday or Sunday morning?
Sunday morning, yeah.
Sunday morning.
Byron's
Byron,
not that
right?
far, yeah.
No.
It's an hour drive.
20. Yeah.
Now, here's the question. Do we take the bumper and the roof rack off before we go or after we get
I would
there?
take them off before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
So then Saturday afternoon I can work. It'll take me 2 minutes to take the bumper off and 2 minutes to take the roof
yeah,
rack
it really
off.
shouldn't be that hard.
So
Why
what
do you
do
need
is-
to take the roof rack off?
It's too tall with it.
yeah.
It's taller
They
than it is.
count that?
It's
I would guess
whatever
so.
your highest point is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
So it's
right.
like, and you got a lot of weight up high,
Well, hold
which
on.
is bad
Have you?
for racing.
Does it matter? Have you measured the width and
We,
height on
we
yours?
actually measured it. It does matter.
Okay.
If you
Yeah,
take
I was
off
just
the
checking.
rack, it's fine. But
Okay.
Yeah,
The,
because
the rails are fine.
And
just
you
the
could take
I
all your
wouldn't
stuff out of it too.
Well, I'm gonna have my
all of it.
no. I'm gonna have my tote in there.
Well, yeah, but everything else.
well,
needs to come
yeah.
out. Yeah.
Well,
Which isn't that much.
I'm
Do you think they're
assuming
gonna
I will
yell?
be coming up with you guys? So anything you guys
Coming?
want to like bring?
Well, I'll still have
you
my
can.
truck full of stuff
Oh,
that I can.
yeah.
True.
Because I can't drive the car there. Thanks,
Yeah.
Obama.
Hey, that.
Do you think
the
they're gonna
title
get-
issue
God
probably
damn
did
you.
happen
It
when
could be.
Obama was in
It
office. I'm just
probably-
throwing that out
Yeah.
there.
Well, it's an 08, so yeah, probably.
Just throwing that
Do you
out
think they're
there.
gonna yell at me for having the inverter in there?
No, I mean they won't really care. It's
Okay.
like, it's a good theory to get everything out of
Well,
the car.
yeah. Like I'm gonna take the spare tire out
Shit
and
that
all my
will- shit
tools
that
in
will
there
bump
and
into the inverter is probably good. to
Shit
get
that
out.
goes bump in the
Is
night.
it
Yeah.
mounted?
no.
Then it
Fucking throw some screws in it.
or take the screws out and just like undo the terminals and take it out.
That's what I was. Well, usually what I have it sitting underneath the driver's seat.
If it can't go anywhere, it's not.
It's
they're
not
gonna,
gonna go
Dive
anywhere.
under the car and be like, this is kind of loose. You're like,
No.
they're like, hey, do something. Zip
Yeah.
tie it to something.
Well, worst case scenario, I'll just
Worst case,
undo the
scenario.
terminals and just tape the
That's-
ends.
I
And
would
Or
probably do that.
leave it in there. Just take it off the battery. That way it's
Yeah.
not powered.
That too. Something simple.
Yeah.
But
something.
That way you don't have live wires in the cab. Like
live
just
wire?
yeah, just kill the wires going
I'll
to
just
it.
take the positive off of it or
Yeah.
something. But yeah, okay.
So I also learned some very interesting stuff Friday.
Uh-oh.
So Friday I went to put the skid plate on the car.
Uh-oh.
Ah, yes.
So
And it's out of
I learned a lot of things. So one, the bumpers barely held on.
We knew this.
This is like
Everybody but you knew this.
I knew it.
when it basically fell off in the mud on
Yeah,
the main trail.
I knew it was
How
very
many
barely
times
connected.
did we just like bash
All
it
the
back
ti- all
on?
the
I
times.
kicked it on the second I drove it.
Yeah.
When I bashed it off a rock and it was falling out.
So it's your fault it's broke.
No,
No,
it's my
about
fault.
20% of it was me backing out of the driveway for the test drive.
The rest of it all
The rest of
happened
it
on
was
trail.
with Brian behind the wheel. He didn't see how far this bumper was.
I had
like letting go.
I had a pretty good idea of how bad it was.
But now you know.
I went to like take off the old skid plate and stuff because there's like a plastic one in
Yeah.
here, Yeah, it was only held on by these 4 clips up
top.
here.
Yep.
That's it.
Oh,
Yeah, I
That the
figured as
entire
much.
bumper was just those 4 clips.
should I be worried that I don't have a skid plate?
No.
Okay.
You have 4-wheel drive. You're
I
fine.
have a spare pan for you if the pans are the
Oh,
same.
sick. Okay, cool.
They're probably,
They're probably
the same.
not.
His car's like a foot wider than yours.
The oil pan?
Oh, oil pan.
Oil
I
pan.
think it
Yeah,
was
sorry.
like
No,
a
no.
skid
Oil
plate.
pan.
Oh,
Oil
okay.
pan. I don't have a skid plate either. I have an oil pan. I have a dented oil pan right now, and I bought a new one just in case. And I'm like, I don't have the ambition to replace this before the main trip. So
Yes.
I need to do an oil filter.
But just so you
change.
know, all you do is put less oil in when your pan is dented.
He's right.
There are no
because the
there's-
measurements are off.
Yes, but also the connecting rods don't go down. They're
Yeah.
fucking flat.
You can put
like
very little in there.
it's just a tub of oil. There's nothing in it that actually goes
This
in the
is-
oil.
This is generally
Christ.
true.
So as long as the pan doesn't leak, you're fine.
Yeah.
That was my consensus of before the main trip. I'm like, it's fine.
What's
Who
the worst that can
cares?
happen?
We'll pick
Fuck.
one up in a junkyard if need be.
No, I want a brand new one with a gasket.
Yeah, he
I'm
has, like, a
fucking
good one.
prepared. Like
Yeah.
if I were to pop a hole in one, I would have done it on the trail.
Yeah, it really wouldn't have been that hard, all things
I just
considered.
needed 4 quarts oil to get off the trail.
Yeah, we could,
I think
we'll
we
pull
had
a quart
enough
out of
I think we had
everybody's-
at least 3.
We
I
pull
would've- I
half a
would've
quart
pushed
out
it.
of
Yeah.
Open the
everybody.
drain, take a little bit out of each one.
Yeah, like, hey guys, I need a quart between the other 2 cars.
Look, it's a Honda. It'd run on no
Everybody's
oil.
half a quart low, okay?
That honestly could work in a pinch. Damn.
Shit, I don't even change my oil. It just burns or drips
it
or
out.
something.
yeah,
I lose it somewhere.
Yeah.
Just keep topping it off.
So yeah, got the bumper off. That wasn't hard. Got the skid plate off. Wasn't hard. Here's that transmission mount.
Oh, fuck.
So
There's like nothing left of that, is there?
no, there is nothing left of it. It is completely
Good
disconnected.
Lord.
Yeah, I see too much light and shit behind it.
Now it
That's
is kind
not
of
good.
like stringy looking.
Yeah, it looks like a carrier bearing for a
Yeah.
drive shaft.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
Like
all,
they're kind of supposed to be
So,
floating. This is bad.
every piece
Did you
that's ripped
replace
out.
that?
Fuck no, it's a race car. Fuck you mean?
Are there aftermarket ones that are like better?
I could put the stock one in for like $17.
Okay,
I just
fair.
didn't because I'm like, whatever. Like I have other
You
stuff
could
to do.
still do.
I might
Brother,
still
this is
order
a
one.
3-minute drop.
It's 2 bolts
Dude,
right here.
O'Reilly's
and it's-
has to have this in stock.
I don't know if they
It's a
do.
1 day out. I bet.
You
Yeah,
should
probably.
do it.
I should.
You
Fucking
should.
Christ.
But, like,
Because well, how's the other side look?
The other side doesn't mount like that.
Yeah.
It's transverse axle weird things.
Yeah. So it
but-
doesn't
Oh.
even matter.
Yeah, but that one's fucked.
Yeah, I would
Can you get
replace
to this
that.
without the bumper on it?
I'm looking at it through the tire well right now.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It's so
That's what I thought.
the bumper's easy. It's 4 pins and 2 bolts now. It's so
fair,
easy
fair.
still.
Yeah.
Christ.
Okay. Here's the skid plate. From,
Wow.
You painted it?
no, it came painted.
Oh, I
Un-
thought.
Wow.
Okay.
Unequal
My bad.
fab.
Sick.
Came with 0 instructions.
Ah, of course it
Sick.
did.
You
Did it come with the bolts? The
It came
hardware?
with bolts and hardware.
Mm.
However,
They didn't fit anywhere, did they?
no, the bolts and hardware are riv nuts.
Yeah.
You have
What
to just
the fuck?
you have to put them into the frame of the car, and there's no instructions. It just shows up with a bag full of riv nuts and bolts, and I'm like, hey, what the fuck is even this? I go on the website, no instructions.
What the fuck?
I'm like, oh, this is gonna suck, and I'm like, hold on, I know he's active in the modified Honda Fit group. I go in there,
Oh yeah.
I like search like unequal fab. I find a YouTube video of him talking about his turbo kit. I'm like, maybe. Click on that, go to his profile, skid plate install. I'm like, yes,
Hell yeah.
thank God.
Did you like message him and go, hey, put this up on the page on the website,
I-
please?
Well, I actually should. That's actually a good idea. I was gonna message him anyway because of what we're gonna discover here pretty soon.
Oh.
So this thing's actually super nice. 16 gauge, bent in the front, got all sorts of stuff. Right. It has. So hold on. These slots are adjustable in case your car's a little tweaked, whatever.
Yeah.
Here's my driver's side radiator support.
Uh-huh.
Turns out Brian's is tweaked.
Here's my passenger side radiator support. This should also be a straight line.
I don't think are you showing this?
Fuck.
Oh yeah. Fair.
Here is my driver's. Oh, I wasn't showing the skid plate either. Okay. Skid plate. Awesome. Slotted holes, riv nut inserts.
Yeah.
Weird thing. Oil drain, oil filter.
Yeah.
It's good plate. I like it a lot. Here's my driver's side radiator mount. Nice and straight.
How much you pay for that? 300.
$350.
Yeah.
About
When it
$350?
shipped in like a
Free
day
shipping,
or two.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
not
yeah.
bad.
Okay. Not bad. Not bad.
And
Yeah.
painted?
Yeah.
That's not a
I
bad
mean, the
deal.
paint's, spray paint probably. But
Well,
still.
yeah. Driver's side
Less you
mount.
have to do.
Nice and straight. Passenger mount. Not
Fucked.
straight. It's bent like 3 inches in on this corner.
So
Yeah. Turns out those slotted holes, not enough slot.
So you remember We were on the trail. I hit a thing, and then like, wow, my car's making funny noises now.
Yeah.
It was that.
It's because I bounced my AC compressor off a rock.
Yeah.
It turns out it pushed this into it to hit it because it's right behind this corner.
I believe it.
So what you gonna do to fix that?
Fuck you mean fix it, brother? It fits.
Holy
Look how
Jesus
bad the
fucking
radiator
Christ!
is,
That
brother.
how did we not notice that?
Because when the bumper's on, it covers this hole. Here's where those push pins goes. Right
It
up
is
here.
cockeyed as fuck.
It's
you can't,
fine, brother.
You can't see it when the bumper's
It
on.
made it home, just like the fucking Hyundai. It
Look at
made it home, brother.
Look at this.
Oh my god!
You gotta remember, this has had 0 miles on it since I brought it home. So this is how we drove across the country.
I'm surprised that radiator held.
Well, that's the
Ladies
AC
and
coil,
gentlemen,
technically.
you like it blows my mind that people are so like, I need to put new fucking tires and I need to change the oil.
Like,
and
I'm scared my
antifreeze."
5.4 has a tick. And
Yeah,
then
it's like, brother, this made it.
this made it effortlessly.
This would probably do it again. But you can only hit on the other side.
On the other side.
You gotta even it out.
I have a skid plate now, though.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking
But
Christ.
so laying underneath the car, I didn't realize how tweaked it was because I wasn't paying attention yet. So I'm like holding the skid plate up with my after I installed riv nuts in the frame, which is weird, but it works actually pretty good. They're the right size, thank God. And we have a tool for it instead of like you can take a bolt and a nut and crank them in there by hand.
fuck that.
We have a tool for it, so I'm just like zip.
Zerp,
I'm like,
zerp.
oh, it's so nice. So I'm underneath there, like holding it up with my knee and elbow, trying to like line this thing up and feed a fucking Allen head bolt in there.
Oh, they're fucking Allen heads.
It's
Clearance, brother. It's a skid plate.
race car.
If a bolt head catches on it,
Brother.
the skid plate
Brother.
isn't good.
There's quarter 20 bolts, so I could replace them with right
Yeah,
hairs.
okay,
but
fair.
I'm in there
I
like
fucking hate Allen heads.
I set like the driver's side back corner, the driver's side front corner, and I went to I did the passenger side front, which is this one in the front corner on this
Yep.
picture. I set
My
this
dog,
one.
My dog is breathing so heavy at the bottom of the door right now.
She's so mad. What is it?
She is like head on
Poor
the door.
Blue.
Just fucking.
Big old baby.
She's probably just hungry.
Probably.
What are you doing,
Eric probably just finished
weirdo?
cooking dinner, but so I put like the first bolt in the front corner, and I go to put the back one in. I'm like, this is nowhere close. Like I'm like bending this thing trying to get it to line up, and I'm like, it doesn't fit. I'm like, what the fuck?
The window fucked up.
I'm like, these holes. are
This
even,
guy gave me a junk ass
I'm
skid
like,
plate.
I'm like, this thing's slotted, and I'm at the end of the. slot.
Surely
I'm like,
it's not the fact that I bounced this fucker off rocks for 100
and that's
miles.
like what, a 2-inch fucking dent?
Dude, it's bad.
It's bad. Like in person, you look at
How
you're
long
like,
are the slots? 3,
they're
4
like
inches?
3.5, 4 inches. Yeah, and it's
Holy fuck.
And it's maxed
if you look
out
at
on
the
the
picture.
ones.
This is like an inch off the front. This is
all the way to the
2.5
bottom.
inches.
I had to bend this mount forward to get it into the slot. Like because there's a little standoff mount.
Yeah.
It's about a
Yeah.
2-inch piece of tube with a little kicker on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I had to grab it and bend it like an inch forward to get the bolt through the slot. It is torqued to fucking like you can see how the bolt's kind of leaning back.
My
We need the shyster. We need to
Fucking
pull
yank it
the
out.
fucking Cletus. That is a 2 mile an hour roll.
That's a fucking
This is a Japanese shitbox roll, not a not the Crown Vic fucking
fucking
like
slam it.
clutch dump
Yeah.
fucking dragging across the parking lot pole.
Get the forklift and
I was gonna like ratchet strap it back forward, but I'm like, maybe I can make this bolt fit. As I'm laying underneath, I'm like, what the fuck? Why doesn't it fit?
looking at the radiator, it looks like you could surf on it with the waves in
Bad.
it.
So here's it from the underside.
yo.
As long as you don't look at where the bolts are on the front half, it looks great.
Like, so these bolts in the back just go into like the subframe hole underneath it.
Love that.
So I'm trying to line this one up
Yeah.
with this guy in its hole up here. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
no.
I would have
doesn't-
just slotted
yeah.
the slot
I'm
bigger.
like, it does. I was about to. I'm like, it doesn't fit. And I look
What's
at it and
that?
I'm like, oh, I see why.
What's that
Oh,
quote
this is my
from
fault,
the
huh?
Ted
Yeah.
movie? I'm a little fucked up, but will
Yeah.
you take on me forever and
When you
ever?
put the stuff in back, you put it in the wrong place, so I'm a little fucked up. But will you still love me forever and ever?
Pretty much, yeah. No shit.
Christ.
After this much
So I
work,
put
The
you
front
will
of your
love this
car had a
forever.
fucking stroke.
It was
Yes.
dying. So
Yeah.
these two bolts go off the skid plate into the front bumper, which is good because it wasn't attached.
Yeah,
to
there's
anything.
nothing else holding it on.
I had to
Sick.
ratchet strap the bumper sideways to get it to line up.
Do the body gaps and panel gaps
They're-
and stuff up front look good?
The driver's side's got a pretty good gap.
Okay.
Passenger side's mint.
Sick.
So
Love
I had to
that.
take a ratchet strap over here, pull it against the skid plate hard to flex it back into place because it has been abused.
Hell yeah.
Here's this website page has slots for the radiator mounts to allow it to fit even if your radiator support is tweaked
Within reason.
I want to send these pictures and be like, this is out of reason.
Hey, so what happens if it's out of reason?
Hey, so it turns out mine's out of reason. He's like, but it still kind of fits. So.
You know what you need to do? You need to write on the bumper in black paint, right? Where that bolt goes is tweaked just within reason.
Tweaked within reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just copy that and put it right on there. But yeah, it turns out this thing's fucking crooked.
As fuck.
I knew it was bad. I didn't know
It was that
I
bad.
didn't know how bad it was.
Jesus.
Yeah, it turns out the entire radiator it pushed until the fan shroud touched the AC compressor. I don't have a picture of it, but there should be
Yikes.
daylight there.
And there's
There just isn't anymore.
There's clearance that the fan itself made.
It's a self-clearancing fan.
Yeah.
Because if you look at it from the front, you're like, wow, that AC condenser's the whole bottom's fucked up. And now I look at it, I'm like, oh, this makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know that half hour we spent in some weird fucking old rundown gas station parking lot
No.
looking at shit.
What were we doing?
We stopped because your car was making weird ass fucking noises.
It does that sometimes.
Couldn't
Apparently,
find a damn thing.
it's because
I guess you found it.
It's because I bounced the AC compressor off a rock after pushing it through the fucking radiators. So yeah, they don't leak. The AC still blows cold sometimes. I mean, it's it's fine. Fucking race car stuff,
Nuts.
buddy. So yeah, that's.
So how did Coat 3 go? The paint.
That's what I was taping for today. I was
gotcha.
taping to do
Gotcha.
the orange today when you got there. So
Dope.
hopefully I get the orange painted tomorrow. I can throw the gray on Saturday or Sunday. Get the red on Monday, maybe Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Take the sway bar link off. Get the tires mounted up, and it's basically done.
Cool.
I have plugs I could put in it because it does misfire occasionally.
Yeah.
They're on the back side of the motor, which sucks, but
Oh.
I'll probably do it anyway just to get it done.
I would.
It's not that hard. It's coil on plugs. You just undo one bolt, take it out, take the plug out. So
Sick.
yeah, race season is a coming. So
Hell yeah.
as far as I can tell, everything should be good to go.
Nice.
Speaking of good to go, I think we're good to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Am I
I'm
right?
game. I want to go look at the fucking.
You're gay?
No. Said I'm game, dipshit.
Gay?
No. I want to go look at the fit.
Okay. If anyone's still here, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.